Oh, it says we have really good speed. Okay, well let's go for it.
So I'm
Not the
gonna read
5G.
this. Um, so this is from Emma Molonsky this morning. This is very hard for me to talk about. I will not be starting in Paris at the 2024 Olympics. As many of you know, I am plagued with injury yet again. A month ago, I contracted cartilage damage in my right shoulder, and there is a tear in the labium. I continued training in order to somehow achieve my dream of Paris, but I could only train limited, uh, which made my chances very low and put a heavy burden on me. I have to go to rehab now, where I am treated every day to rebuild my shoulder. I have no control over it. Otherwise, I might need surgery. Uh, let's see. One second. It turned into German on me in the middle.
Feinte Guten.
let me
Ich lieb.
yeah. Let me go to another translation because I don't want to like
This is Emma Malewski, Ari. She was a world team member, right? Correct? For Germany.
uh and a European champion
Yes.
on balance beam in 2022.
Yes.
Um, okay.
Who recently she tried.
So
Okay, she
I
tried.
have to go to rehab now where I am treated every day to rebuild my shoulder. I have no control over it. Otherwise, I might need surgery. I won't be competing in the second Olympic qualification, and I won't be there. I will take a month off from gymnastics to give my body a break and for the sake of my mental health. To be honest, I feel very bad inside. No one is more disappointed in my situation than me. It brings me to tears to my eyes when I talk about it. I've been training for this very moment for more than 7 years, and it is now over.
Oh,
I will do everything not to fall into a mental hole and work closely with the psychologist, but it will do me good to uh but it will do me good to first gain some distance from gymnastics in order to start the competitive season with a healthy body and mind strong again, no later than next year. I mean, I it just reminds you like this was a European champion 2 years ago.
like these are people like that have actual. This is trauma for them. Like this is high key like devastating. I mean, can you imagine Connor how she feels? Like it's one of those things. Like we have to be much more.
And
Like
Maluski was Connor in her country.
yeah,
Like she was on like TV when she was little.
very similar like stories actually. I don't know about her father, not in that
Yeah,
sense, but just in terms of
not
like
yeah, not with that, but like very similar in terms of gymnastics. She wants to go to NCAA, so I really hope some NCAA coaches
I did what I
are
could.
interested in her.
I did what I could. I'm
Uh,
fingers crossed really because I would love that for
I
her.
mean, she's putting out all the bat signals, so hopefully someone will find her. I think she would do like her bars and beam would do really well in NCAA.
How, okay,
And
can we do?
so now we go to the final.
Can we do
So
something?
the
Can we let our
rumor,
followers maybe on Instagram?
sure. If let me.
Let me see. I just want to creep. You know what I mean? Like I want to know. Like I want to because I would love that
I'll
for
put it
her.
in the chat.
That'd be a great retirement for her, or not even
So
retirement, but just like
I put a link to her Instagram
Let's
uh
see.
statement in the chat, so you can probably find it there.
Let's see. Okay,
I mean,
so
apparently she's dreamed from about NCAA since she was really little too.
okay. So let me see. I've just signed in on all these things that I have open. None of them are letting me in. I'll just have to use my phone. I just, I guess my phone's like
Hi, Grain.
hotspot or okay is okay because it's like not doing too. I don't know about the stream for y'all, but it says like it has great speed. So hey, go ahead 5G. On LTE, excuse you. Even I guess worse, but still not bad. Okay, Emma
So
Malewski.
so you're gonna check and see who's following her, but like anyway, so this is the sadness of it's both the time of year when people make Olympic teams and the time of year when people retire and have things like that. She's been injured for like 6 months, and she just kept getting injured. But while you're doing that, I'm gonna talk about the rumors out of Brazil about Rebecca is that
Oh,
she
you know,
is
Janelle
training
McDonald.
Yurchenko has
Janelle McDonald's follower. She's going to UCLA.
good, good.
She's going to
Um,
UCLA. Yeah.
so the rumors out of Brazil are that Rebecca has been training a Yurchenko half on 2.5 off, which would be a Biles 1 plus a half twist. And she has shown training for a TTY for years. Now, do I think both of those will happen? I don't really think so. I think the problem with the combination of vaults, though, is that she can't do an Aminar and an upgraded Biles 1. So she either has to upgrade both vaults or neither.
Wait, okay, hold on. One more time?
She can't do a Yurchenko half on 2.5 off and an Aminar because they're both 2.5 post flights.
Oh, that's a thing, right?
Right. So if she does a upgrade of the Biles 1 in the vault final, she also has to do a TT1.
Oh, that'd be so cunty. Like, I just want someone's reaction to that.
That doesn't feel likely though.
But I would just love to see someone's reaction to that.
She can do a Biles 1 plus an Aminar though, which I think is also possible, although like, you know, it's a question about the landings.
The landings, yeah.
But
and she says the TTY
so she can fight this vault final, but it's gonna require vault upgrades.
No, you're forgetting this also direction. Oh, I thought the rule about what was for entry, not similar. No similar entry. I didn't know it was about the number of twists. That's what I thought.
You can't do the same post flight.
Or a pre-flight, or I guess vault. I guess right.
You can entry or post flight.
Yeah, entry or post flight. Yeah. That's crazy. I thought it was only like entry. Okay.
Yeah, it's not the number of twists. It's the post flight entirely.
Okay.
Which is a rule that's going away. Oh, you can do both. You can do both of those.
Yeah, I thought it was just an entry.
It's not just the entry. There is a post flight thing.
They're
different post. They're different post flights. Okay, that's it.
Would it?
You can't have the same post flight is the issue. So I was confusing it because one is a forward and one is a backward. Anyway, so she could upgrade her vaults and be competitive with Simone even with a hit YDP, but she would have to upgrade, which, you know,
so we don't know. She'd have to do the Biles in the Biles, and it would just come down to landings.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better. I just want to see someone's reaction, and I want to see the reactions to each other. I just want to see it. I want to see it now. Okay,
yeah, so we will know if it's possible a few days before quals when all the submitted skills come in.
Okay, Squishy, can you give me that date so I can put it in my calendar? So the day of, I can like remind people on Twitter for clout.
Well, no, I mean it will like light up the internet. You know, if she submits new vaults.
Submission Eve. Yay, Submission Eve. I just want to do it for clout. I'm not even kidding. Sorry. At least I'm honest about it.
The reality is, if Simone hits a YDP and Rebecca does not upgrade her vaults,
Simone wins.
Simone wins. So anyway, we should watch.
Yeah, but if Simone doesn't win, do you think she'll go to Worlds to be Rebecca?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, Worlds going to Worlds would be going to Worlds next year.
Team gold, 2 golds to her name so far at these World Championships. She's the Olympic
I'm a little annoyed at
Simone,
at Laurent for insisting on spotting here because I think they convinced themselves that she could win even with the deduction.
The first vault score
and
of 15.266, then a
she clearly is not happy
14.633.
about
So
the fact that she did not
two
win
vaults in this final.
when this wasn't her
Simone Biles
need,
on
it
vault.
was his need.
Yeah.
Oh, and the big one.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
The big vault, and she just had so much power. She was not able to open out and land. She took the deduction of having the coach on the floor.
Yeah,
That's
but I think
deduction.
There is a like
of course, that will be one
technical meeting you have
for
to
the
have
fall.
in before.
Well, I know everybody were wanting
For the
to
Olympics.
see the vault, and we've seen it. It is absolutely phenomenal.
Is that better?
And you were talking, weren't you, Matt, about seeing this.
I think I turned
So
it.
I still don't have sound.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
She could do a double layout off the top.
I would love to see her single double
Yeah.
layout.
It is. It's difficult to get into words how difficult.
I bet she could do a
this
single
vault
double
is.
layout.
Look at the height there.
That'd be cool.
And then she just held in a little
I
bit
would worry
too
about
long.
the limits of the human body at that point, though.
Well, she can do the double layout. But the Rise Guan she's training, I would love to see that.
Before you landed, she really felt that she needed to
I feel like she could land it with a big hop back, but still land it.
Still holding her legs.
Well, actually, that's
I know
first
she
time I've
hates like
actually
backward
seen
landings
full
though.
vault
You're
on this
right.
vault. I'm sure she must have done in training, but all the competitions that I've seen on social media, she's
I don't know.
always just took it with a step.
Oh yeah, sorry.
But the main thing is, she's done it.
I was like, oh, we can just turn it up now. Sorry.
Could leave this vault final wide open.
And Simone's soul just left his body in that moment because she's like, I just cost her this medal.
Yeah. So I mean, I it's not that I think that you know, spotting shouldn't happen. I think there's a debate about that, but like I think that they did this out of arrogance for his like
Mental health, I guess.
not for her.
No.
Yeah, but it wasn't about her. It was about him.
Yeah, the table were higher. Isn't the men's higher? No, the women's is.
Yeah, the men's table is higher.
Oh, it is? Maybe she, if they
Yeah.
had the men's setting, she could.
It's the turn on, the punch up, and the 1.5 twist. Look at the height and length of that vault. It is
But also, like Squishy talked about yesterday when we were talking about Carrie's floor and how Brian Carey said they were counting on 1 point in deductions and how it annoyed her that meant they were counting on a fall.
Fall, yeah.
And like just accepting a deduction was annoying to me that big
Well, that's
because I felt like it was arrogant.
It was, and the thing is, like, that's in a very American mentality. It still is. It's like homegirl, like, and I'm glad they've taken steps. And I'm pretty sure Chelsea like really put down her foot and was like, no, we can't do this. Like Simone was leaving like a full point and a half at times on just artistry. Just artistry. The plus her landings, like that. She has a 6 point whatever the fuck difficulty score. She should not be scoring less than a 15.2 at all times. But because they didn't care about artistry, well, the landings just don't give a fuck or know how to.
And people are like, well, you know, you don't want her to be great. We're like, we want her to be great. She can score better.
She could literally be unbeatable. With just fixing little teeny tiny things, which I'm glad she's done, but it's not enough. Not enough.
Like, I'm not like in love with her current floor, but her beam, she did like go back and fix a lot of the things
Which was
that
good.
were simple.
Yeah. The thing is, like, we've really harped on this, or I have at least. Like, these are very minimal changes, but they're effective changes.
But also, I want to comment that I think a lot of WAG fans who don't see a lot of forward-flipping piked vaults think that her falling is going to be rare, and I'm sorry, a forward flip, like these Yuchenko pike vaults are, people fall in them all the time.
Always. Always. Because you have so much momentum going backwards, and in the pike position, you're even more, like, if you don't open up that pike at the correct moment, you're going to always want to over-rotate it, just so you don't get hurt.
It doesn't mean that she's not good or that I don't
No.
think she's good. I'm just saying that you should not assume that a fall on a Yutrenko the pike is going to be rare.
It's not at all. Like, she can do it. There's no question about it. It's just that it's that the mechanics of that vault. This is great.
So I love de Villiard's run.
Yeah, it's
We
so
always
effective.
loved
Will you tell the people what happened, what she did?
So she went to an athletic sprint trainer. Like she got taught how to run by a professional who does running.
It does indeed. It was lovely high vault.
I want to make a joke about men doing anything other than go to therapy, right? Cost my athlete her world title because I chose not to go to therapy.
Let's have a see. She's
Wow,
really
takes the
great
cake.
Sprinting technique. Ooh,
So
I think they did.
she has a fall, and I guess it's on the second vault.
I believe so. Or she was just very crunchy on both. And I don't know what the problem
No,
here. Let me see.
she had one that was ruled a fall.
Oh, okay. It might have been that one. Yeah, she
Oh,
touches.
no, it's that one.
Yeah, she
She's
touches.
touching the ground.
She touches.
So
Yeah.
that was ruled a fall.
Yeah, I
And she
think
just
that
opened
was
up too late for that.
Yes. Actually, there
Yeah,
was,
she opened it up way too
people
late.
Commented about her sprinting and.
I would like a bit
her
more like
sprint
pop
touch
off.
was
Let me see.
late.
Let's see.
Oh, really?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so the hand down here was ruled a fall.
Same technique.
I think she was too forward on the vault table for that.
I do you know what? She just
Yeah.
got so high that she didn't quite have the rotation.
Yeah.
The angle that you
Yeah, she's really deep in the table.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was, wasn't it? She stopped the feet and really went for height.
Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, right there.
So high that she went out the picture.
It's
Yeah.
interesting this how the table, this new vault.
So then I hate when you like fall in the first vault and then you have to do the second one, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
because she's like the second one to go, she has to sit in the like
hitting a wall.
silver position, and you're like,
Actually, it's sprung-
I'm not
she
getting
just
this
wants to
silver.
go.
I just want to go home. I want to go get in my hoodie and my tracksuit, like my warm ups, and just go home.
Weir's first vault.
Take me home. I want to go eat a baguette.
Execution.
Done here.
Well, and Simone is sitting in that gold position, and she's like fuming because she might still win at that point, but she's still like, Simone never wants to win with a fall.
No.
Vault this time. 0.4 easier.
No one does. So I do have sympathy for Laurent because I'm sure it was terrifying for him to watch Simone in Tokyo, but the answer wasn't, you can take a large deduction to make me feel better. It was therapy, period. Yeah. I don't blame him for just going for the full twist. Like, why would you risk double? Fuck it. I already fell. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm over it. It's not
I don't
throwing
think she
it.
has a double.
Interesting
You don't
the
think
way
so?
she did a completely different style
I don't think she has a double. That was the always. She's now doing a souk something as her second vault because that's always the problem with her, is that she has a Rudy as her first vault and then a much lower difficulty second vault.
I don't know why I thought she had a double.
No, if she had a double, she would be like
Competitive.
much more. Yeah.
I mean, her full's good, but it's not upgradable. Yeah, you're right.
I think it's either her second vault was until this year either a full or a full and a half, or a 1.5.
Okay, yeah. She could probably do a 1.5, yeah. I can see that. But no, she doesn't have, no. I get it. Yeah, my bad. My apologies to you, Colleen de Villiard, for overestimating
But
your
she's got
capabilities.
She's got a souk now as her second vault, so
Good for her.
she's just not getting enough of her things on her Yuchenko.
That's on me. I'm sorry, Colleen. I'm sorry. Je suis très très désolé.
I mean, she has an amazing Rudy. Like, the French are really good at training Rudies.
Yeah.
They have like 3.
They tend not to have the difficulty of the backup vault.
I would have loved to see like a Rudy on Melanie, but her double is really good too. So
Simple full twist in Yuchenko. I mean, Christine,
Like, Aline Fries did not do a Rudy at French Nationals when she was coming back from injury. But like, between Ming and Colleen and Aline Fries, like they're really good at that, training that.
when do they have their trials?
It was 4.2.
I don't know.
So she was obviously
I think their trials was their nationals, and they just haven't announced yet.
Okay.
13.183 for Colleen de Villiers.
So the fight for first and second is Simone and Rebecca, but who's in contention for bronze? Yeah,
So we're gonna get to her when she's in this final, so we'll
Okay.
talk about her win.
Okay, cool. Leanne Wong in no one's mind, no one's heart, nowhere in America.
No, it's Yo or Moreno is probably or Carrie if she
Or Sky
has the
Blakely.
MNR back.
Pulling out, replacements put in.
No, Sky Blakely does not have it for Marino or.
No, I'm just saying
Yo,
she will
but
be in
like-
this final, more than likely.
Yeah, but the question is, Carrie could be competitive for bronze if she has the M&R back.
Fair.
Well, a real opportunity now.
That was great, though. That double was great.
Double twist in Yurchenko.
One of her best.
So,
Very clean, efficient
Leanne's
vaulting.
problem though is her Lopez.
Yeah.
And do you want to say what a stand-up position is? Because this is what the
So when you are, hold on, my mom's calling me. Y'all, hold on. Let's see what she says about the internet.
You're in the
Mandy.
world final.
Yeah, well, she doesn't have any international medals to her name on vault.
So we have two options. We can go back to the Wi-Fi, or we can just stick it out with my hotspot.
It's very well performed.
Stick it out with the hotspot.
I mean,
Didn't score terribly high for it. I saw it in
Let's just see how it goes.
let's
Well,
do
we
the
have
rest
way-
of the vault.
little bit low.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have way
we'll
better
see how it
speed.
goes.
She blocks well
Go
off
ahead.
the top.
The stand
So
up.
the French are using international meets for their trials. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Stand up.
The stand up position. Okay, so let me.
Some we'll see.
Interesting that
I'm waiting for her to do it.
So she's still doing. This is still her double.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
You're gonna have to do it in the real time. When you're gonna show this because you
Okay.
can't see it in the angle. So
oh, I even have the marker. I have the marker. I have the marker I can use. Fan-fucking-tastic. Yes.
So lots of people ask why Leanne's Lopez keeps getting devalued, and we're gonna show you why.
Okay, let me. If we get another replay, I will show you like the opposite of this ball. We did not get another replay, so fantastic. This is.
Yeah. So like I said, the angles on the replays aren't gonna show. You needed to pause it in the real time
Okay.
version.
score for vault number 1, it's 14-1, 9.1
Because
on the
I
execution.
have taken too many screenshots of this vault.
Threatening here.
Okay, let me.
Slightly easier vault for the second one. 0.2 easier.
Come on, Leanne.
Could you imagine she came in 10th place and ends up on
Boss and CEO.
I mean, that's
This is an incredibly hard vault. So like
Oh, yeah.
this is not a slight on her.
This is not poo-poo on her.
Especially when you're not expecting to be in the final.
yeah.
Okay,
And
we're going
she's not
to.
going to give up
Number
doing two vaults because she uses the pod in NCAA.
Okay. So, well, she's nearing center position, but this is okay. Her body right here. You see this? You see this piking? This is
So
piking.
stand up position is when you're standing, like if you were in the air standing up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me erase the marker and then. Okay, see.
So she needed to be more laid out.
She is still piked. This is a pike. This is a clear pike. Her body's too piked. And it is being devalued because there is a piked version of this vault, the Puerto Paella, in the code. Other vaults that are laid out have similar twists, or like the Chung. There is no piked version of the Chung. Therefore, even if she were to do this on the Chung, she wouldn't get that devaluation because there's no piked 1.5 twist. Everybody in the boat?
like,
Everybody in the boat?
you can do this vault with a very straight body position.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are people who do it, so that's the issue.
And once again, just so we can see this.
No, yeah, the
and
execution
stand
is
up.
done independently of the devaluation. So she is both getting body position deductions and deductions.
Downgraded. Yeah. Donatella would literally look at this and she'd be like, they asked for more, we give less.
Because this is also not a good. This is not a good pike.
No, it's not. So therefore, she gets bicep deductions as well as the oh, you guys are in the ceilings over here. Hold on. Y'all are in the ceiling. We're losing. Yeah, my apologies. There we go. There's Leanne Huang, Boston CEO. Perfect. Now locked out.
I mean, the answer is the Chung is just really hard,
Yeah, it is.
and that's why people don't stay with this vault forever.
And this happened. The very same thing happened to Jade at when was it? What is it the downgraded at? Was it at the Swiss Cup?
Swiss Cup.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's get back to this.
Yeah, so, like, Leanne is a great vaulter.
Great vaulter.
This is not a slight on her. It's just explaining what this
the
downgrade was.
judging of it all. And it all goes back to the artistry and, like, well, it's coded points in and of itself, and the deductions that are in vogue, I guess, or just, like, becoming controversial now because your favorite is getting devalued or downgraded. Because they've always been there.
Be a medal-winning performance.
Yeah, Leanne had a chung in 2020, but we shall not speak of it.
How, was it bad?
It's a vault that the
Yes.
How bad?
quite a bit for because of the turn in the first
It's
flight.
not the
It is
worst chung I've
possible to
ever
deduct.
seen,
And,
but that's because the North Koreans exist.
Before you go on, so you're not square as
and she did land with 1 foot out, so there will be a bit of a deduction.
And the Russians exist.
Very clean off the top.
Paseka, where you at?
You can see she's a bit offline right from the
Oh.
No, but Paseka actually looks safe.
Well,
Leanne
she
does
always
not look
stuck
safe.
the shit out of it too. That and the Aminar is one she always stuck the shit out of. With that titanium back, my God, the resilience. Modern medicine, let me tell you.
Yes, and
That's
it's
Soviet,
just a
like,
vault that- it's a
it's
lovely vault. I like
instituted
the vault very much,
medical.
but it does seem to attract quite a lot of
What
deductions
would it be?
from the
Yeah,
Compounds?
so-
Yeah, I can
You
imagine.
see how that happens.
I can imagine.
plenty of height, though.
Yes.
So,
I love this, Leo.
I don't actually think that. I don't actually think the problem is that Leanne shouldn't be doing 2 vaults, because I think there are good reasons for her to have both vaults.
Yeah.
Because she's using one for NCAA and she's using the other for Elite, and they're not, like, her NCAA vault would not be good as her only vault in Elite, and her Elite vault is too difficult for NCAA.
Yeah. Well, just to do consistently, week after week after week after week, like that.
Yeah, you don't want to do a DTY every week.
No, because I mean, like Melanie blew her knee out on a DTY when she was younger.
So,
Yeah.
like,
You just don't want to do that.
I'm not in a she should abandon doing 2 vaults, because she has them, and she's
It's
doing them
strategic.
for a reason.
Yeah. This young lady,
But I think she's, like, more
go
gonna
dogs, go dogs.
Of Hungary.
Sorry, Catherine, I get excited.
But anyway, Leanne will win vault medals. It's just not at world and Olympic level.
Go dogs, yes. Man, that's gonna be a big vault in the segment.
Yeah, the Georgia fans are really gonna love her.
Sting the Baksoy. Guys, that's what they're gonna call her. I'm sorry. I know that's like not even remotely close to what it is. I gotta go for a while. Might be back before you guys. Probably. It wasn't competition height on the mat in the pit, and it was very low and very under rotated and very piped. Okay, cute.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't the worst chung I've ever seen, but that was because there were some pretty bad chunks out there.
Yeah. I love this leotard,
So-
by the way.
Like, she's a really great European level vaulter, but, like, also just not gonna do it at world Olympic level, but she'll
No.
make the finals.
I'm just she's gonna get some 10s, hopefully. That one's kind of scary. It's a little lock legged. I don't like that one on the right, on the left one.
Once she gets to SEC, you mean?
Two?
Once she gets to SEC, she's gonna get some 10s. She's been in NCAA for 2 years, though.
Has she really? Well, yeah, sure. Why not?
She's been at Nebraska.
Oh, then yeah, for sure. Because a smaller school, they're not gonna give it to her. But maybe at Georgia, yeah, she'll be at Georgia. They'll give it her one. They'll give her a 10. Mark my words. They'll give her a 10.
And this is quite hard, the landing out here.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
4-9 is the score to beat. 13.4 at the moment.
So we're also gonna protect her, because
People
fans
are
who could
gonna
not
be
pick-
very mean.
yeah, people are gonna be very ugly, because we're almost certain that the Hungarians have selected Sofia Kovacs as their 3rd person.
Which means that
And-
Zoya doesn't get the bid.
Yeah, and people who are white knighting Zoya, who I don't think could pick her out of a lineup,
Probably not.
are really mean about Senga.
Different vault this time. Turns on.
I mean, that's the thing that annoys me is I don't think they could tell you a thing about Zoya's gymnastics.
No, not one thing. I don't even think they know her vaults.
She's a bars worker, but like, you know what I mean.
But you know, yeah.
They couldn't tell you anything about Sangha. They couldn't tell you anything about Zoya.
No.
But they're happy to say that Sangha shouldn't be in the Olympics, and you're like, she's the more accomplished gymnast.
And that was literally a bureaucratic thing. It was USAG's fault if we really want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like we really want to talk about it. It was USAG's fault.
Yeah, Zoya was really unlucky, and people act like Fig messed up. But what Fig did was they took sympathy on Leanne Wong.
Mm-hmm. Because when your athlete goes down, you have to submit the paperwork to then put in another athlete. It's not just done automatically.
Right.
And they did some paperwork.
Fig did what it was supposed to do. And yes, that was cruel on Zoya. But sending Leanne Wong into the final is actually the thing that they did wrong. But they did it out of sympathy. Mm-hmm. Because Leanne's federation messed up.
Yeah. Did they just show up to this final?
On the other hand, no, they figured it out a couple hours beforehand.
No, I know, but did they not know about the paperwork?
They did it when the start list showed up and it didn't have Leanne Wong's name on it.
Oh my God.
And we're like, why isn't Leon on the start list? So that's the thing. Yeah, USAG did not realize that they had not properly filled out paperwork.
Yeah.
But also, the Hungarians preferred the outcome they got.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, you know, the Fed, it's okay that the Fed does likes it, but like, you know, what she wants and what the Fed wants. She works for the Fed.
Yeah.
Like, the gymnast represents Hungary. And Hungary is better off with the outcome they got.
As shitty as it sounds, as shitty as it feels, it's like we have to remove feelings from this. Gymnastics is a very bureaucratic sport because there's processes in place for this reason.
And it's also like, it's the good of your country, and her country is better off with the outcome they got.
Yeah. Because they got 2 spots, right?
So there will be 3 Hungarians in Paris.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce the name of the one who got it through the all around. And the answer is that the Sangha was a better. She had finished higher in the vault field than Zoya finished in the bars field, but what they do is, because if you did it just by raw numbers, vaulters would always win. They do it by proportion. Anyway, so we're now going to see Yosha Zhang and Rebecca Andrade. So why don't you talk about Yo and what she does?
Hold on, proportion?
So so if you have 25 people in the vault final, or 25 people in the vault field, and you have somebody who came in 10th, and 50 people in the bars field, and someone who came in 12th, the person who came in 12th in the bars field did better in that field than the person who came in 10th in the vault field, because there were fewer people in the vault field.
Right. Okay.
So
that makes sense.
So they don't want to favor vaulters, so they do it by proportion.
Okay.
Because there's always fewer vaulters.
That makes so much sense.
So do you want to explain what Yosha Zhang's vaults are?
Yes.
Oh, no,
we got Shoko first, who we fell in love with in the Worlds the previous year. Kind of led the Japanese team to a 4th or 5th. And I mean, she just has
I
fantastic
think they
vaults.
dropped to 7
Oh, they dropped to 7? Oh no.
on that horrible bars
Well,
routine.
yeah, well, it all came down to bars in the team final, and the young lady just had the meltdown of a generation. Imagine Brazil, when was it, 2019?
18.
2018?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very similar.
Only Brazil, it was several gymnasts.
Yeah.
In Japan, it was one gymnast.
One gymnast.
But like, I worry about Mayata Soko because of she was injured all of last year, and she was injured at Japanese championships this year.
Right. But is she?
So I love her, but we've only like seen her healthy 1 of her 3 years as a senior.
Well, 2.
Nice vault, clean, should score well.
Catherine's getting a call. I heard the ringtone.
Got the ability to split the Americans. And a lot more
anyway.
Length there, Christine, and height.
That's cute.
Yeah, certainly no deductions on the landing either.
I love your ringtone.
And you can see the judges
You have T-Mobile, don't you?
Each vault.
Yes.
Yeah. I had T-Mobile a long time ago. I had a Psychic 3. Oh, I miss her so much. The other G version. Oh, she was so good. The flip. Ooh, she was clean. And the Razor too. Oh, yeah. I'm a tech guy.
So Yo does not do the Yo here.
No, she does not.
Right?
No.
I think she only does it at like
major competitions. Not that this isn't a major one, but she was also, I think, in her injury. Not serious injury.
Yeah.
She had just things like ankles. And so, yeah, but her and the rest of the South Korean team. So You're So Young, and then what is the young lady's name? Lee Yeon-so. Oh, we love her. But yes, Arikars, I agree. I do think Moreno looks fantastic here with the blue Leo and the red hair. Marissa and I on Twitter, we were joking that she should just go like Mexican flag colors. Oh, see, so that's how you do it. That's how you do Leanne's vault. Yeah, okay, fantastic. We get back-to-back comparisons.
13.466 is the average.
Okay, let's see.
Go ahead of Lian Wong.
One of the better straight halves off for me, actually, because you often see the gymnast struggling a bit with rotation, being in that straight position, having to pike down the landing, but she almost flared out the body position. I hope we get to see it again on the replay.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh yeah, we do.
This is not a good angle though.
Really attacks the platform.
Yeah, like I told you, you have to do it in real time.
Yeah.
None of the slow-mo angles will show you.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I've taken these screenshots.
You're like, I've been here before. Listen to me. That's funny. That's a double. Here we go.
But yeah, Yo did it in Tokyo to get her bronze.
Yeah. Okay, so let me slow this down because if not, whatever. You're like, Adex, listen to me. I've been here. This is not my first rodeo. Oh, fantastic! This is it. Awesome. This is great. This is it.
So look how much straighter her body is.
This is a line. I mean, her body would be going like this a little bit, but this is still a line. Okay, there's a line like her standing up. Look at the judges, hella queens. Like this is a line. Leanne's was like this. At best, because he's now. Let me make this clear. There is a technique you can use on vaults that's permissible called the snap technique. I want to believe with all the kindness in my heart that Alvin Aloysius Fong taught Leanne a snap-like technique that was not maybe correct or optimum for her body type or gymnastics. And by that I mean it's like her power and what she can do.
I think what she's trying to do is she has the piked vault, and she's trying to lay out a piked vault rather than do the layup vault.
And she could snap her body, but she's not snapping it when it's supposed to happen. She's waiting a little bit, or just like she just doesn't have the mechanics of the vault down. That's what it is. But yeah.
Anyway,
so that could be a thing that they're aiming for, but that's not here nor there because she's not doing either one correctly. Oh shit. Christine, you sound slow. Christine, what's going on? Normal. Sorry to play like speed.
Half turn on, so she comes on forward. Straight front somersault with the twist. It was a lovely straight shape.
And the thing is, like, had you watched our artistry video, you would see it's like Donatella really harked on the difference between the snap technique and things like stand-up position as well as your upside down position, like the reverse of the stand position for a backwards vault. Like, these are things that come down just to the technique of the skill.
And it sounds nitpicky, but this is gymnastics.
It's gymnastics. It's like that's how you separate the greats from the not. Much like, I mean, this goes back to like a thing like Michaela Skinner's vaulting. She used to do that chung with one arm. Like, not only, okay, like, cool, she can do that, whatever. I'm taking it away from that. I'm taking, like, what the judges and I guess the technical committee will want to emphasize is that, like, that's dangerous. Cool that you can do it, but for the longevity and, like, to the preservation of your body, like, that's not good. And it wouldn't be good to accept that skill because it's just not, that's not the correct technique that the skill requires or is done with, I guess.
Will really make her a contender next
That's why it's a deduction.
And that's what these gymnasts will take from these championships, won't they? They'll come perform, get into the final and see what work they need to do between now and over the next sort of 8 months.
He has great hair, my God.
Absolutely, to gauge your level of performance on the world stage like this.
I hope Reby goes last in the vault final. That'd be so cunty. Yeah. I mean, that's Leanne has better form, but she doesn't do the correct vault. And Shoko's messier vault, but still in the correct technique. Body shape.
Has better technique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks. Like,
so I love this combination of hair and
oh, she
Leo,
looks
and
lovely. I love the gathering and everything.
She qualified in 5th. She was just outside the medals at the Olympics.
Oh, I know. Okay.
So is she the best Mexican gymnast ever?
At this point, yes. Period. At this point, yes. And she's won a medal, a major medal, like in a World Cup final.
Yeah, 2018 Worlds.
Yeah. She's always there. You know, she's good on floor for what it's worth. She could win a World Cup on floor, I feel. She has a difficulty.
And she's going here. She's going to Paris as an all-rounder.
Yeah. Like this is, yeah, she is.
Like Escalera on a good day is better than her as an all-rounder,
Yeah.
but like
I wouldn't doubt
Escalera
it.
is also not consistent.
I wouldn't doubt if Moreno does that, because Moreno loves gymnastics and the Mexican public loves her now. Like, they used to make fun of her for being like overweight, but like now that she's like actually like proven the results and whatnot, and she like shows her tenacity, and then the Barbie, like, yeah, the people love her in Mexico. She is a star.
I think that the like people who attacked her for being overweight in Rio did not understand what they were looking at.
Exactly. And any ignorant fan would like see that, but that she's stacked, man. Like, she could beat someone up in an alley.
Yeah. There's not like fat on that body.
No, like, she is all muscle. Like, I would not want to find Alexa Moreno in an alley. Well, she's nice. She wouldn't beat me up. But you know what I mean?
And you can see it move. Look there. And it'll rebound if you get the timing
she
right.
snaps a little bit more.
I think that's one of the things that's changed quite
Yeah,
a
but
bit
this is a
from
vault that like
Yeah, you can't degrade.
to the platform. Because you want to travel along the platform.
Yeah, she could beat someone up in an alley. I promise you. No cameras.
13.899 for the 2 vaults.
I'm sure she could even like. So okay, apparently I found out that the guy in the Sacramento video didn't actually like get knocked out. He just did that for the video. I don't know if I believe that because he looked pretty knocked out. But I'm sure Alexa could knock the fuck out of somebody. Yeah, knock someone out. Yeah. You pissed her off enough? Hell yeah. Any Mexican could. Very hot-headed people. I've went to therapy, so I'm not.
I'd be surprised if she.
I once saw my mom like get in a fight because okay, let me tell you the story. I'll wait for Alexa to finish. It's so I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. Hold on. Beautiful. Beautiful. When Alexa is on, she's on, man.
Well, that's not a 4-4, is it, Chris?
No,
I hate seeing when she kind of like,
it's not.
she has a bad worst
that was
landing.
very
She just
nice
kind of like gets
vaulting.
really like down on herself. Like
Let's
she
see it
knows
again
how
in
good
slow
she is.
motion.
Anywho, so we went to the beach, right, in Oviedo, in Mexico. We always used to do that. It's like 30 minutes away from where my grandma lives in Acaponeta. Well, we get back. It's kind of like 8:30ish p.m. And where my grandmother lives is also the printing press on the first floor. Gorgeous. Ugh, I loved it. Anyway, printing press on the first floor. They have a garage next door where like they share with my mom's cousin. So I guess that be my uncle, whatever he is to me, owns the little shop next door. Right, it's a clothing store. Kind of cute, whatever. Anyway, so in front of the papeleria, they had a donkey or something, the thing that saves your spot. And I don't know exactly what happened there, but I think my mom asked her to move it, and the lady was like, "I'm not gonna move it." And I think the lady just didn't know that my mom they owned that. So they caught into like a screaming match, and my mom gets off the car, and my mom is really mouthy. She's like smacks the gum. I did too, but she gets off the car. And she's just done with it. I think she was just like tired, and they like start going off on each other. The lady goes in the store to grab a broom. My mom grabs the broom from her hand, snaps it on her knee.
She's in second.
And she's like, just shouting at the lady. And I was like, Mother, I'm so proud of you. Like, not that you should resort to violence, but I was just like, I've never seen this woman like go off like that. I mean, of course, I've been disciplined, but like, you go, girl. Like, I was a little proud for her, but also it was very like alarming. I was like, I think like 8, 9 years old. Yeah, that's funny. I saw funny video today. Toddler Olympics, funny stuff ever. Go YouTube if interested. I'll look it up.
And she does a great vault.
No, she actually didn't. She did ballet.
Actually,
She did ballet for a while, and she did
you don't see many gymnasts do it, but she drives.
She always had problems with
so
weight.
well
I know
out
she
of the
danced.
handspring into that straight front somersault with full twist.
I want to say she did volleyball for a little bit,
That's probably more difficult than the 1.5.
but she just worked at like that. But yeah, like she was a mayor's daughter, so. Oh, she was Lion Club's queen. Excuse you. And that was a whole thing. Oh my God, because my mom was the youngest out of her family. Of course, like had my grandfather had been the mayor. Go ahead.
So someone's just pointed out. So Becky Downey has made a 2008 Olympic team. She missed 2012. She made 2016. She missed 2020, and she's made 2024. Jade Barbosa is set to make the same set of skipping one Olympics.
Have they ever been to the same Olympics?
No, they've been to they've been to the same exact set of Olympics.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Beijing, Rio.
They need a picture together.
Maybe a little bit.
They should.
She is 32. Yeah, Becky's my age. Well, I'm 33, so like.
She does let the legs split, and
but like
92.
also Jade Barbosa won a world all-around medal in 2007.
That was before I graduated high school, y'all.
There will be gymnasts in Paris who were born
who are younger
after Jade Barbosa won her world all-around medal.
Yeah, straight up. Like all these older girls, like it's incredible to see because that wasn't, you saw glimmers of that, but like these girls are going because of their own like love for the sport. Like this is showing you.
And if we're gonna talk about some scary vaulting, Jade Barbosa's Eminar.
Never plays. Never plays.
I never want to think about that Eminar if we're gonna.
Once again, I was about LA Black last time. Like, this is great vaulting. And it's so, like, why would you upgrade something that's so consistently good? And that's the reason. Because you would much rather save yourself on the execution deductions for a bad landing than
you say, to come back from
going with less difficulty.
and get in a bit
It evens out.
I mean, she's been the trailblazer for the Canadian women for.
In fact, I feel like you score better with the well-landed, less difficult vault than you do with the messy upgraded vault. And I've said that time and time and again. But that damn MNR. Look at that. Boop. Done.
And that's again
beautiful.
Difficult landing.
No body shift deductions, nothing. Maybe a little pike actually. But she does the snap. See, she snaps. Kind of. That's not a good example of it. I apologize. I overestimated your abilities, Ellie Black. So sorry. That's on me.
Anyway, Ellie Black is a great vaulter.
Yeah, she's a fantastic vaulter. Look at that.
Also, look at how thick the tape on her ankle is.
Oh yeah, no, that is
Ellie Black's ankles are held together
by just.
That is a boot.
That's a boot at this point, yeah. Because they put a little ball of tape under your arch, and then a ball of tape over your top of your foot, and the ball of tape like on your back of your foot, and then wrap the fuck out of it. Just like you have the compression. It's incredible. Like taping is its own like thing. There's a way to tape. It's fascinating. I'm no expert on it. I've seen it done. It's fascinating. Because even different trainers tape differently because some are actually more well versed on like the mechanics of like how you should be taping. It's a really cool like thing to go down a rabbit hole on if you ever have any time.
So I might have told a coach of a gymnast that I needed that person to do really well at Olympic trials.
Yeah.
Just so I didn't have to spend the next 5 weeks talking about how she wasn't going to be two per country.
Yeah.
And they promised to pass it on to gymnast. I'm like, she'll do it just for me.
That's funny.
I think that coach is also tired of people talking about that gym's getting two per country.
Wow.
So, Yo is gonna get bronze if she hits her vault.
Yeah.
Like Simone and Rebecca are in their own league, but Yo is in a league of her own right below them.
Yeah.
And I think Moreno is like just below her.
Oh, the Moreno could, in ceiling. The Moreno could, honestly, if she sticks those vaults, which she's come close to. This is the closest she's gone in a while. But if she does, it could be very competitive. It would come down to tenths.
Yo's problem is her vaults are very risky, though.
Yeah. Oh, you want to know something funny about this design?
Yeah.
So it's one of the GK whatever like stock designs, but
yeah, it's a stock GK.
But if you see how you see how the gray underneath that the red lines are, they're like half circles, right? Well, that is an effect you get by not turning off the fill when doing a shape with the pen tool on Illustrator. Literally, it happens by accident because that's the default setting. But I bet you money that
it still looks good.
Yeah, it looks good, but I bet you money that's what happened.
Like the Australians, the Dutch also have a version of this Leo. It's a
stock Leo.
But it's also a beautiful stock Leo. So.
It's really pretty, but just like I was looking at it like close the other day, and I realized I was like, wait, that's what happens when like I just open a path and like do a curve. Like right where like your point is on the, you have 2 points. We'll play it in this case. Right there on the first and the last one, if you have a fill, it goes a straight line because you don't have a shape to it. Haven't closed it, and that's exactly how it looks like. That's so funny. 14.6 is a great score.
So like, I don't know, like. If everyone knows this, her father is also an Olympic vault medalist.
Yeah, and she did her dad's father.
He's got a silver and she's got a bronze.
Yeah,
and I think he's coaching her.
Yeah, he won with that vault, and so he taught it to her. And yeah, it's so poetic. I love it. I love it.
Second vault, women's world final.
Like, how immensely proud do you think like that family is? Like. Beautiful.
And like, let's celebrate. The South Koreans qualified a team to the Olympics for the first time since 1988.
Such a fun time. They're so good. Great floor workers. And the thing about their floor that I remember from Asian Championship is that they all have these new interpretations of classical music. Like it's a remix, like it's a Mozart remix, and it's so cool. It's like a theme with them. It's so awesome. I love that entire lineup of floor workers.
I had like some Canadians mad at me that I didn't say that Canada had qualified a team for the first time since London. No, men's team. They hadn't qualified a men's team since so-and-so, and I'm like, I didn't mention the South Koreans, and they haven't qualified a women's team since 1988.
Yeah, people need to.
If anyone has a right to complain, it's the South Koreans.
And that they're not here nor there. Maybe like Lee So, she's #1 fan. Shout out to you, girl. But yeah, I love.
She's an all-arounder.
Yeah.
She's not like good enough on another event to make finals, but
she's an all-rounder. Yeah. She's
Lee So is
the bars worker.
And I believe, yeah. So they qualified a team, but Lee So is my favorite South Korean on another event.
Yeah.
Because I love her bars. She has the Russian bar set, but like it's,
good.
I think, the prettiest version of the Russian bar set that is not Russian.
And like her orphan half even looks pretty.
Still in the lead. One gymnast left to go.
Simone looks bored.
She's like, I've been here for 4 hours. You bitches need to hurry up. We're like 2 hours in. Because she's there for warm-ups. It's beautiful. I want to see it in blue too. It'd be pretty in blue. Or in like.
I love that the Brazilians are not afraid to do unusual colors.
No, not at all. And it's a very carnival-like color too. It's like a crimson, like pinkish red. It's so pretty. I love the gradient. It's great work. Who is it? Who designed them? Jade?
Quite as straightened. What?
What'd you say?
Yeah, Jade is the one. I don't think Jade is designing the Leos.
Okay.
I don't think her hair is quite as straightened as was at 2022 Worlds.
No, like she had that hair pressed in 22. These are braids, and I'm sure like most of that is her hair too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that like there's more volume to her hair in the pulled back parts.
Yeah.
So she posted a picture of her natural hair
so pretty.
recently, and she has magnificent
curly. Like I don't know the hair types, but it's curly hair. Oh, it looks like not a Jerry curl, but like just very curly. It's so pretty. It's like 90s Mariah Carey hair. That's fantastic. She's just gorgeous, and she can sing.
So I asked an AI to.
Yeah, go ahead.
I asked an AI to generate a picture of her.
Yeah.
And it just generated a picture of Simone in a Brazilian Leo.
It's so funny. And the thing is, we don't really know about AIs or don't really care to know. Beautiful. It's how do I put this? So when you ask the AI to generate something, right? It then holds on to that little nugget in the conversation, unless you like actually trained it to do other things like collect it in this fashion. But like standard AIs, what they do is that you say something and then it'll try to pull what it knows best up until I think the limitation was 2016. That may have changed of where they could pull from. And so since Simone was very successful there, it doesn't really care about
anybody but Simone.
Concrete facts. So if you asked about Simone once, did you do it in the same conversation? Both pictures?
I did.
Okay, so since you asked for Simone, then it just puts Simone in a Brazilian Leo, because that's where it was gathering from, like in the current moment. It's very weird how AI works and how it computes, because some things it's great at, like vamping.
Also,
It's great at
AIs
vamping.
Cannot tell the difference. I love how Simone already got out of the gold medal.
She's like, go ahead.
She really does.
But yeah, the AIs also can't tell the difference between gymnastics, ballet, and bodybuilding.
Acrobatics and just anything that's like.
You'll get incredibly muscly bodybuilder type people in point shoes doing like like at one of the things that generated for me when I was asking for Simone pictures yesterday was Simone looking very bored doing a wolf turn in point.
That sounds so weird. I want to see it.
You should go back and look at my thread of 20
You
20
did
AI
20?
pictures of Simone doing. Yes.
I didn't know it was a thread.
Yes, it was a thread.
Oh my Lanta, hold the phone, hold the phone.
No, you got. Actually, you should go and like after this final's over, we should look at this thread.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm dying. Hold on.
Because it's comic. Like I only put up one like completely mangled body picture, but like,
yeah, and it also I feel like it also what is when you're really flexible? What is the thing that contortionism? And it really
contortionism.
Yeah, it really like brings contortionism in. Like you're like, oh, what? Like it's so weird how it positions the body.
Yeah. So Rebecca wins this. Yeah. Let's go look at the thread before we go to the bars final.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So this was I asked. Yeah. This the summary for 4 Year Hands was actually kind of interesting as a like mental exercise to write because I'm like. 4 Year fans are not going to care about anything that isn't going to affect Paris.
Yeah.
So like, I love. Yeah. So this thread there are 20 pictures in this thread.
Okay.
So 4 Year fans are not going to care about anything that isn't going to affect Paris. So I don't care how good your favorite gymnast did if she's not going to be in Paris.
Now, I want to point out.
So this was my first one.
Yeah, this is gorgeous, right? This is gorgeous. She should get this picture, but just little tiny thing that the AIs do so weird, okay? Oh, it's bigger here. Okay.
Like her knees are like, hold on. She has like 6 knees.
No, first with this. It doesn't know how to generate hands. It's hilarious. It knows nothing about
we're going to get some hands.
And this is like...
hands or knees?
The vague idea of Simone, right? Look at the eye. You see the eye? Like... AIs are so weird, bro.
Yes.
And then you get here, and what's all this? What's all this, honey? What's all here? Look, hold on. I have a marker. Okay? Now, count with me. Give me the marker. Yes. Count with me. So this is hand, right? I want it in different color. Can I do a different color? No. It's going to be red. Okay. This is the hand, right? 1, okay? Your hand then goes, okay? 1. Okay, here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4, but then what's here behind this one is a piece of 1, and then like your thumb is facing the other way. Okay, fine. Now we go down. What is this?
Yeah, and that's one of the better pictures.
Yeah, who is this? Who is this? Is she a cow now? Does she have a hoof? Like what's going on there?
A like dance shoe.
Yeah, but I mean, look at it. Look, this is.
But yeah, she has like several. Yeah, a cloved foot. Yeah.
This was fine.
So,
but then the calf does not do this, honey. And why is this why is there another calf here? And what like it's just knees. Like what's going on?
Yeah, she has 6 knees. So go to the next picture.
Okay, AI is so funny. Oh,
it's hilarious to me.
She looks like Bill Cosby. That is Bill Cosby.
Where she has the most bored expression.
I don't know what this says about Simone.
I think that this was like some sort of like weird face that she made in a picture, like in response to something, but like
it's like the vague idea of Simone Biles, and that's Bill Cosby. Not that she reminds you of Bill Cosby, but it's like that picture. It was like Simone and Bill Cosby. It had to have been.
Yeah.
That's wild. Although this Leo kind of eats. Like all these Leos have like been pretty good. I don't know if that's my doing for like constantly like trying to make Leos on here on ChatGPT and like it's pulling from whatever. Because when I first started, dude, it was so bad. The Leos were god awful.
Okay. So don't look at too many. Don't look at her right hand too much. But go ahead.
Hold on. Okay. First and foremost, what is this? What's going on here? Like okay. Hold on. What is it? This is a chicken leg. That's a drumstick. That's fully.
I think it's supposed to be the bottom of a shoe.
No, that's fully. This is a KFC drumstick. Tell me I'm wrong, okay? Now here.
KFC would cook their drumstick.
Oh, it's just a low resolution picture, Catherine. Okay, so now This is okay. The patella. This looks like a patella. Okay, but then this is also the patella. And like, what is going on here? This is all ACL. I'm guessing. Okay, cool. Like now this looks more like Simone. But the nostril is like way up here. Like as a graphic designer, it drives me crazy.
Look at the supporting hand.
I'm not even going there yet, Catherine. I appreciate the texture in her hair. I like that it did that well. I like everything. The flyaways are cute. Okay, this muscle's fine. We're almost good. And then we get to this ET motherfucking hand. It's just like Shaquille O'Neal's hand and then +1. I just don't understand. And as an AI,
so this is the worst like broken anatomy one I posted. I did not post a ton of them.
I just don't understand like how what you like. This is wildness to me. Everything else fine. It's just like little fucking details that it misses. And I'm just like, what's going on here, honey?
And no, this is not little details.
Well, in the scheme of things, though, and like, where is that arm coming from? Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. Where is this arm coming from, Catherine? The side of her leg?
Yeah. So go to the next one.
Like her arm would have to be like this and then like this, Catherine.
Yes, it's very weird.
And what the fuck, AI, dude. All right, fine. We're going on. We're moving on. There's a lot. Okay, where we at? Okay, there's okay, and we're here. Okay. Okay.
This one wasn't that bad.
Okay, hold on. I'm just taking it in. I'm taking it in. Now, once more. Oh, okay, choose my color. The red would work here. Okay, so.
I mean, her quote is broken, but like.
What?
Someone's head is okay.
Hold on. What in the everlasting fuck? Is that a cat? Is that a cat on her ankle? Is that a cat on her ankle? Hold on. I'm gonna have to do a message. I'm gonna have to do massage.
It is a weird.
Is that a cat on her ankle? Catherine, answer the question. Yes or no?
Maybe.
It's
Grumpy Cat on her ankle.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Out, though. This one was not.
No, Catherine, we are an art critique channel now. We're an art criticism channel. Hold on, I'm live at the moment. Watch if you want to. And then let me. Hold on. I'll tell you guys in a minute who it is. Twitch, TV, and then go to Adex. Yes.
Can we not stare at this picture though while we?
No, Catherine. We are an art critique channel now at this point. Okay, we're doing this because this is not only part of my job as a graphic designer, but also as an analyst. Okay, Catherine. Now, I want to move up.
This is part of people post these pictures and they do no editing of
not editing whatsoever. Look, okay. Now we get to here. Okay, that's a nose, Catherine. This is a nose. Catherine, this is a nose. Here is the nostril. That's a nose, Catherine. Okay, let's clear the board one more time just so we can all see. That is a nose, Catherine. That's a nose. That's a nose, okay?
Okay.
Okay, fine. Okay.
I thought this version was not that bad.
Now I want you to understand, okay? Now that everybody see this, okay? This looks good. It just wouldn't look like this normally, okay? So, okay. Angle's kind of good. Okay, fine. That shading's fine, but it's right here.
She's got a couple of these.
If this is her torso. This is her torso. It would have had to end it right here, and then her leg would have been here for that to happen. This is a very long leg, y'all. Okay, her torso is what? Okay, this is her torso. So we're gonna put it here and right there. Okay, about right there. Okay, that's enough. So that's about what I'm gonna do a little pinch. Okay, cool. This look at the angle. This is a lot. Do you see how far it went? That is twice her size. It is just not good proportion at all. Okay, fine. Let's clear the board. This looks like the vague idea of Simone, and then just eyelash. Just eyelash.
my prompt was Simone Biles doing gymnastics in Paris.
Now these are claws. Do we see the claws? They're literally claws. They're folding in. The claw goes like this. This is the claw. Okay, you see the claw? This claw. These are claws. These are claws. We all see the same thing, right? Thank you. Okay, cool. We're okay. Now, claws aside, because she has no thumb. Cute. I wouldn't want to focus on how arm. Okay, this is arm. Okay, here. Nice. Okay, here. But what is this? Why is her forearm? Okay, once again, proportion. Okay, this is here, and this is here, right? Okay, this is a cute little eye, right? This is a cute little eye. Now, why is this side going to be like, if this is eye? What is that? Are your forearms longer than your body, Catherine? I don't know, mine aren't.
Why don't we go to the next picture?
I just an art critique channel all my life. That's what I wanted to do. Awesome. Now I will say this Leo still eats down. Okay.
I thought this was hilarious last night as I was generating.
Leo still eats down. That's what I just really want to keep that in mind. Leo really eats down. This
because it's better at generating clothing than people.
You're welcome for that. I feel like that was my doing for generating thousands of just generations on leotards for hours.
You listen forward here again.
Once again, phoning it in front of the Eiffel Tower, phoning it in. I also want to bring kind of attention to what the fuck is this unevenness? Okay, come with me. Follow with me. You're following? Kind of straight line. I'm gay, forgive me. Where does that go? What is this, bitch? Is that a pit? What is this? Fine, whatever, okay. Anatomically, fine, it looks okay. This is weirdness. I don't understand what this is. But because her leg is coming it shouldn't be turned like that. There's just no way. Her leg will have to go that way. Whatever, point is.
And also,
EO leads down. And point shoes. EO leads down as always. Once again, the hand. What is this? Okay, here, hand. There's your index finger, but then what are these feathers? And why is her thumb again here and then here?
She has two thumbs.
Her eyes. This is a bug. This is Simone. Okay. Okay. Once again, bug. That's a bug. Okay. And one more time. This hand I don't hate as much. This is fine. This is how I draw mine because I often just leave out the pinky because they're the same together. But one. Okay. Hold on, my marker. Thank you. One.
Yeah, two. This is better than the first three.
3, 4. Count your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Fine. Other than that, it works. It's great. I love that. Moving forward. If you didn't realize you were going to step into an art lecture,
I was shocked that you had not responded to this.
I didn't know. I did
masterpiece.
What is that? Okay, again, the Leo eats down. The Leo is still eating down. I'm going to take credit for that. Forever and ever, amen. You're welcome. Okay, hold on. I need a cigarette for this. This is getting intense.
Still, why is her hand inside her shoe?
Hold on, Catherine. I'm not there yet. I had to light a cigarette. This is the law for me. Okay. Because people are like, oh, AI's going to take your job. I'm like, you know what? Eat my shorts. AI will not take my job. People who know how to leverage AI.
Why does she keep looking so bored?
Okay, now this looks offensive. I can't fault the AI for that, but yeah. So again, just the vague. Let's just erase this. The vague idea of Simone. Okay, just the vague idea of Simone. Okay, that's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing too much.
We're running. No, go ahead and laugh. But this is serious business, Catherine. It's very serious business. Okay, to do this with your shoulder, it has to be dislocated. Okay, I just want to. Okay, cool. We're all on the same page. Now, I don't know what a swamp monster hand this is. Okay, sure, that's a thumb.
There's a bunch of fingers.
What is the amalgamation of this? What's this? What's her? Who's this? Why is there 4? Fine. And also, what is this? But okay, let's erase the board. Moving down. Who is this breaking it down here? Why is she literally twerking? Literally twerking.
Because if you do a lot of gymnastics, AI generating, it does.
Who is this? Who is this? This is who? What is this? And then like the nose here. Like who is this? Fine. And again, why is and I don't even, that's not a hand.
It's her hand in her shoe.
That, honey, that's no one's hand. I mean, it's what's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that, Catherine. But like, what? What is this? Is this a turtle? Are these outlets? Is she charging herself right now? But again, the Leo eats down. I mean, look at that detail, please. All right, fine. Moving on. Okay, fine.
I did it in several.
This is cute. This is cute. I love this. I'm living for every moment of this. This is very cute. But once again, let's go in. What is this? Fine. I'm taking a moment, Catherine. I'm taking a moment. Hold on. I'm taking a moment. Hold on, Catherine. Hold on. Okay. Count with me, y'all. A skill we all know very well. Just count. We're just counting. 1, 2, space. 3, space. 4, 5. Okay. We have them all there. They're all there. But why do you have 2 gaps? Is your middle finger just astronomically like, does that, like, I don't, fine. But then what is this business? Is this another nose? It's another nose. It's a nose. Okay. This is cute. This is fine. I don't know what that is, but this is cute. This is really good. Really good. I love this.
Yeah,
and they didn't even try. There was no trying here. Okay, that's just, yeah. No trying there. Cool. Fantastic. I love that. I should be using my tablet for this, but it's fine. Yeah, so this is cute. Oh, hold on. What is that? Who is peekabooing in there? Okay, fine. Let's move on.
Okay.
This I was waiting for. I saw it in the preview, and I saw this is almost good. This is almost good. Okay. Again, Leo eats down.
It's still the vague idea of Simone.
So the very vague idea. This is oh, what's her name? This is the young lady from Disney that everybody said was broke, and she goes on yacht parties on the download or whatever. She's a meme. She's some good luck chucker thing. No, not that. Maybe, but that's her.
So let's not think too much about the muscles in her.
Oh, people in here watching. I haven't even read the comments this entire time. My God, I'm gonna go back and read those. Hold on, not right now, but later. This is fine, but that's again the hand. I didn't even see the hand. Okay, let's go in again. Okay, let's go.
But in. Like the AI was obsessed with giving her point shoes.
Yeah, these
not just like dance shoes, but like point shoes.
What's that? She was like, I'm not gonna try with the foot, girl. Not even gonna try with the foot. This is okay. I'm gonna let it go this time. This is great. This is good. The arm bent like that. Okay, fine. And also, why is she on the floor? Like, what's this business? And then this position, did she just like lift up and kick? Okay, fine. Fine. You know what? It's fine. It's good. It's cute. It's scenic. I love the Eiffel Tower. Let's move on. Okay. All right. Once again, Leo eats down. The Leo eats down. But let's just go in for a look. Okay. Okay. Again. All right. Moving on. We'll do red still. We'll do red. What in the Houdini ass shit is this? Is that another cat? That's a cat. It's cat. Ears. Front paw. Back paw. That's cat. That's cat. Meow. And here's the tail. It's cat. This is a cat. Cat.
Look at her ear.
I'm not even there, Catherine. Hold on. You're getting ahead of me. Okay, so this is one elbow. Okay. Arm. But we run into a knee and then arm. Okay, cool, fine. Once again, the texture in the hair, fantastic, good. I'm not even going to talk about this business. I don't even know what that is. But that's another foot, Catherine. That's a teeny tiny little foot. And do you see the foot? I see the foot. Good. I don't even know what that is, Catherine. Like, just the directions of them all. It's like it reminded me of German nationals when everybody was looking in different directions. That's that. This is what that is. That's German nationals. Fanny pack, of course. Fanny pack. And then we move.
What you wear in gymnastics?
Yeah, of course. And then I don't even know what. And good. It just.
They gave up on that leg.
They gave up. This is a nose. This is a nose. This is a nose. You see the nose? That's a nose. Then you have like a supplementary calf here. And then 14 knees. 14 knees. 14 knees and everything. All this is all knee. All of this is knee. And then what the fuck even is? So that's a foot. These are her toes. These are her toes. And then what is this? Another. Okay, fine. Sure, that's a heel. Okay, fine. That's fine. Again, scenery, tens. I don't know what the fuck this is.
I mean, the vague idea of the body is right, but
this is good. I'm not gonna bother with this. I'm not even gonna go in here. But this is scenery's fine. The Leo eats down. Leo eats. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, moving on. All right. Okay. So I have a cousin who draws like this, but worse, and that's fine. It's fine. Okay, so let's go. I love the signature, whatever the fuck that is, juicy. So this, this looks like Arthur. Where's my marker? Yeah, thank you, marker. It looks this is giving Arthur. This is giving Arthur. It's going slow. Is something happening? No, whatever. It's
like
fine.
I can imagine like someone drawing in this style there.
This is cute. It's very chibi kind of almost. No hands, but and the signature it takes me out. Okay, this is fine. Again, the Leo eats.
Yeah, I mean,
the Leo eats every time.
This mostly works because it's not trying to do the hands or the feet.
That's Sky Blakely. That's Sky Blakely.
Look how much hair she has.
I mean, that is hair. Like that ponytail gets in your way. That would Sky, you would fall on this just with this hair. But this is cute. Didn't even try. Another nose. Another nose. We got another nose. This is another nose. A nose. And then a nostril. That's like 10 noses now. This is fine. This is okay. And again, belly flats. Okay, fine. This is magical. But where did we go? Where did we go? And we go here. But Simone is not a ballerina.
Yeah. So that's a ballerina. That's just a ballerina.
This Leo eats down. Okay, still, this is gorgeous. This is beautiful. But this is not Simone. Simone is not a ballerina. And I don't know why he keeps like. Although I would have loved if the hand. Can you move, please? Oh shit! Can you move? Thank you. I would have loved if the hand would have gone all the way up to the tippy top of the Eiffel Tower, but that's a composition thing. I do love how it's like perfectly here, and like the leg of her like turns into the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, this one does look more like Gabby.
The composition is beautiful. The composition of this image is beautiful. I mean, just look, the leg goes into the Eiffel Tower, the extension. It's fantastic. It's really well made as an AI image, and it didn't really bother with the background, but you know what it is. The point on this is gorgeous, though. She's in her box, like that. This is gorgeous, and it's beautiful. The body's a little tilted, like open, but it's fine. It's fine. But this is great work. Like the AI.
But also, it's a ballerina.
Yeah, that's a ballerina. Yeah, that looks like Shy and Gabby put together. It's Talia Lincoln. Okay. Okay. This is cute. This is cute. Once again, composition is great, but let's just go in.
Except for her head is like next to her.
Hold on. We're not even getting to the face yet. What in the everlasting fuck in the 7 Caucasian hells is this? And by the way, an ear. This is an ear. And this is a nose. Okay, now, first off, she looks high. So this is lip, right? That's lip. Are these teeth? Or is that a mustache? Or is that her tongue? Moving on. This Leo eats sound.
This one was pretty good.
Okay. What happened here?
She's an amputee?
Were we going for like the fading in and out of the Eiffel Tower, but then we just faded too much, homegirl? Like what? It's just, this is okay, fine. Sure, moving on. Okay, cool. Love this. Love the bokeh. Please, the bokeh. She's falling. She's falling. She can't get up. She's falling. Fine. Okay, fine. Let's move on. This is cute. This is cute. Moving on.
What this taught me is that, like,
that's it? Oh, and then this one.
Things it could do decent. Yeah, then we have to show. I asked it for Rebecca.
So, because we've been generating Simone, right? The AI then took that information and with the current computation, and so then you get this. Now, I just want to, okay, once again, just proportions, okay? Oh, that's okay, right here. So this is okay. So arm starts here, right? Can we please keep up with me, Marker, please? Can we please, Marker? Can we please?
All the other attempts I did at generating Rebecca were like generic black women.
Okay, so this.
So it did not generate Simone all the time.
Still going with my marker. Goddamn. Okay, so this is okay. That's fine. I will accept that. Maybe this still looks kind of long, but it's okay. Now you move into why is there a knee here, and that's your elbow, and like what's going on here? Okay, but then, okay. So this, I don't know what that is. Why is her finger bent in? Why is there another thumb here?
It's extension. She's extending.
With two thumbs?
Yes.
Fine. And why is there foil up? Oh, that's just lights, but it doesn't know how to do the cabling. Okay. All right, let me see the background. Okay, so background is always funny in these. Because, okay, so you're saying there's seats, right? And then what the fuck is this? What's that? These are all seats. The vague idea of people, like this looks like just like the poles. The seats are in no direction. This one goes here, this goes here, then there's some here. What?
Look at the writing on the Leo.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah, that's not a language. And then in the background too, who is this? That's Donatella. That's not Donatella. But yeah, people like this makes no sense. Like what's this amalgamation? This Motley Crue. Who is this Motley Crue? Why are these people bigger than people here? These seats make no fucking sense. One line, two lines, and then you just get it gibberish. Why is this all blurred out?
So the object lesson here is. No, the AI image generator will not make your thing look good.
No, well, no.
And if you think the picture,
go ahead.
If you think the picture looks good, sleep on it and then look at it again. Yeah,
and listen, it's not. If you have like artist friends, they know this. But there's this huge. Go ahead.
So I did edit out most of the completely mangled pictures other than that one.
Okay, that's fine. But when people talk about AI, they're like, oh, it's an industry killer. Not necessarily, because, one, there's no such thing better than, like, you know, actual human, like, just passion for what you're doing and creating art. But someone who knows how to leverage AI to help their workload easier, like, even just in my own line of work, like it generating variations of something, like a pattern or something, or just like if I want to take something out, is so cool for me. It saves me so much time in having to like paint backgrounds and shit. It's awesome. I love doing it. It makes my line of work really a lot easier than it was. But it's not going to take over my job. You know, I have no qualms. I think that it's just a tool I can use to my advantage. And so when people say that AI is an industry killer for artists, they're full of shit. Now, there are some things that are kind of really cool. like Adobe's new generative thing in I think Premiere, where you can extend the scene of your, like, you take a video, you can extend the scene for however many frames you need, and even like type in prompts and it'll generate what you need. That's crazy and that's awesome. That's so cool. I'm definitely gonna use that. But it's still, at the end of the day, it's like it can only do so much because it's not fully allowed to do what it can. Because if it's allowed to be full force, it turns to a Nazi. It's hilarious. Every single time, it turns to a Nazi. So
I actually was curious as to what it would. I also did things that were not gymnastics related. I asked it to I wanted to see. There's a famous set of pictures of women in World War II army uniforms from different armies.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see if I thought the AI was drawing directly from this famous set of pictures from like 15 years ago.
And was it?
And not that I could see, but what I thought was interesting was when I tried this about 6 months ago, they were all white women.
Uh-huh.
And when I tried it last night, I suddenly got a bunch of Asian women.
Mm-hmm.
But like, not just Asian women, like a range of women that were finally had right 40s hair.
Okay.
Like I asked it for World War II, and it gave me 40s hair. It gave me Asian women in Chinese-y looking military uniforms, as well as like white women. But what I thought was interesting was there was an awful lot of brown. Everything was in tan and brown because I think it was drawn from sepia pictures.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't know that like there should be color. And I tried various styles to see if I could if it was trying to do the sepia for a style reason, but no, it just would generate sepia.
That's fascinating. No, I mean, it just, it does some weird shit, man. Like, I've used it a lot. I appreciate what it can do. It has helped a lot in what I've done. But ChatGPT specifically is so odd, dude. Like, just the things it'll do sometimes.
This was Canva, by the way.
That was Canva?
This was Canva.
Oh, yeah, I haven't tried Canva's AI. I don't know how that one works. But the
anyway,
ChatGPT
so why don't
is
we
weird, dude.
go back to the bird final?
Yeah, so no, let's preview this.
Anyway,
you want to go in here?
Sorry, I did not realize he had not looked at the whole thread.
No, don't apologize. That was like, I'm gonna cut that out and put clips. Like, that is grade A content, Catherine. I appreciate that. That was fantastic. Now let's preview this final. Let's preview it.
So this is gonna be the battle of Shishishwan and Kaylee Namor and Sky Jones.
Yeah. But this could also be Sky Blakely. This could also be Thuni Lee. This could also be.
I'm sure Max can do it, but like he said, you learn from everything.
Oh, of course, in this final will be girls like Lee and So, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was so mad they underscored her in Brawls.
Me too.
I felt like she should, she didn't make the final, but she didn't make the final by a lot, and I'm like, I don't see why her score was that low.
What do we expect to see from the new wave?
So I feel like Ellie Black was in this final in solidarity for Ellie Seitz' recent injury.
Absolutely.
To watching Neymar, the Algerian,
because the two Ellies are perfect at sneaking into finals.
Yeah, I mean, Ellie Seitz has been in Beam finals before. And that's
Ellie Seitz has not been in Beam finals. Ellie Black has been in bars finals before. So do we think this can't be where the Chinese coach drenched the bars? Because she said it was her first Worlds.
Oh no, it wasn't here. No, it's probably the year before.
I do like when Sarah talks about her relationship with Shai. She's like, Shai's an adult.
Yeah, she had to grow up really quick. I mean, if you remember the circumstances that happened to her, she had to grow up really fast.
But she is an adult and she is paying Sarah.
Yeah.
So Sarah can't order Shai to do anything.
And she said she doesn't tell me to do anything. She didn't tell her to do anything. She doesn't want to. And they've gone to a point in the relationship now
But
that
also, like, she can give Shy her best professional advice, but she is Shy's employee.
Yeah. And that's I want all coaches to always keep that in mind, because if it weren't for these girls going to a fucking gym, like, you would have no job. You would not have a gym. Like, these gyms across the country stay open because they have little girls in there doing their gymnastics, and that's what infuriates me about, like, putting money before these athletes, girl or man. Girl or boy, whatever.
So Brian asked about Ellie Black. I think that she's not a natural bars girl, but she has been at this for so long that she has figured out the different parts of the code that work for her.
Mm-hmm.
Like her and Georgia Gardwin and Simone, I feel like, are the ones who understand the bars code even better than, like, the great bars workers, because they've had to make it work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Ellie Black is one of the smartest athletes competing today, because she knows how to pace herself. She knows, like, what works for her. And the thing that I was trying to, like, point out earlier during vault, it's that, yes, her vaults look upgradable, sure. But I then went back to another conversation we were having during Asian Championships, because one of the vaulters has this, one of the girls on floor had a fantastic, this insane height on floor. And what I wanted to point out is
Can we, like, pass forward past this conversation with Reese?
Oh, yeah.
I love Reese, but, like, we're here for the women.
Fake news. There you go. Oh, so just to finish the topic, it's like, why upgrade something that's so consistently good? And that's what I
well, and going back to Korngold's AMA, like, they don't have enough time to train bars for her to do train vault. They don't have enough vault time for her to upgrade a vault, so they use the vault that she is steady and consistent on.
Yeah. Now sometimes she's
like,
I don't know what happens if it's nerves, but, like, it just doesn't land well. But it's one of the best DTYs when she's on.
But, like, I believe I've seen Sarah say, like, they could do an MNR, but, like,
it's not worth it.
To do an MNR, you have to be willing to commit so much time to vault training to dial in those landings.
Because that's not a vault.
It takes away from other things.
That's not a vault you want to under rotate, or even, like, no, it's just not. Like, it's that landing in and of itself, the torque your body's doing, like, no, you don't want to do that. No.
So do we think that Shy is hampered by the fact that she has no in-bars? Compared to the two who are getting silver and gold?
I think so. I think it would, because...
And not that she can get in-bars now. This is not a, like, she should get in-bars.
No, she has back problems. She broke her back. Like, she has back issues. I mean, you just saw the tens unit on her back. Like, and in-bars are so fucking strenuous on your back. Because, I mean, you're over, like, you're bending further than your back should be bending. And so, no.
Yeah, I am in no way suggesting that Shy should get in-bars or anything like that. I'm just suggesting that I think that that's the difference between...
It is. It really
1,
is.
2, and 3.
It really is. And the guy you pointed out...
And it shouldn't be. Because,
it shouldn't.
As you said, in-bars are terrible.
It is. It is. I mean, listen, if you can do them, more power to you. But
I mean, I almost want in-bars to be banned for juniors.
Oh, I do too.
I know that's when you have to train them.
Yeah.
But, like, we should not be rewarding in-bars.
No, we should not, because it's this... I don't even like the fact that it's, like, that they're a thing, because it's, oh my God, you're back. And kudos to the girls that can do it. Like, I mean, Kamova, my God.
They're beautiful.
Yeah. They're difficult.
And, like,
it's
Aaliyah Mustafa getting her in-bars back after she
had a baby.
Like, I've seen some fans talk about how, like, gymnasts lose their in-bars when they age. I'm like, no, they don't. Like, you can lose your in-bars, but usually because you have a back injury.
Yeah.
But, like, there are plenty of well-packed in-bars.
Yeah, 1,000%. I'm really glad we had this conversation.
I think that that's a pipe dream, but
I'm not reading the comments.
I think
Hey, Squishy, we're back at the same time, you and I.
Suni,
Sorry, I got to go ahead.
we took a break, Squishy, to talk about AI art.
Oh, you missed it.
I think Suni, if she had had 6 more months,
yeah,
of like solid training,
yeah,
like if she had gone back to Elite when she had planned to go back to Elite.
yeah, I agree. Because this,
She goes, I'm so glad I missed it.
no,
Yes,
oh, you would have loved
Adex,
it.
Adex had not seen the whole thread of the Simone pictures.
So we
that
did
I
a
posted last
whole
night.
art lecture, a whole art critique lecture. It was fun. I felt like a teacher, like an educator, and no one can take it that away from me. Why is the screen white? That's a me issue. Okay, we're back.
Yeah, that's the meat video. So Shishi Swan wins this on some broken connection.
Yep.
Of Nemours.
Yeah.
Like,
and if you don't know what you're looking at, you think it wasn't even an issue. But she connects everything, and when she doesn't connect right out of it, she loses sense and difficulty. I think it's not this, because she does well, connects.
And also, she's not counting on that skill. She's not counting on the Takashi half.
Getting credited, no.
She's doing it to change directions.
Yeah. I think it was right here. Yeah, she catches too high. No, I think it might have been fine. Can we stop with the can? Oh my god, these people! I swear to God. And she connects, and I think then she has like a little teensy empty swing or something. End bar. Oh god. And then double layout.
But I mean, it's amazing. She is amazing.
It's like her bar is so versatile.
The fact that we have her and Shishi Swan at the same time.
It's a delight. It's a privilege. Like, thing is, their two styles can be more different, and hers, like, Nemours is so versatile in what she can do on bars. She does a lot of different root skills and entries. Like, it's really cool. Whereas Shishi Swan is just a master pirouetter, and she has great amplitude on her releases.
But like, also, one of Suni's problems is that they devalued the C to D connections, or is it D to something? C to E? Anyway, they devalued a connection that her entire routine was built on.
Yeah.
Which is, so she needed to rebuild her bar routine for this quad, which is why she needed more time than she had.
Contour lines, my god. So I'm reading the comments I haven't read.
And she only has one root skill entry, which is the problem she has. Whereas Nemours and Shishi Swan have 3.
Mm-hmm. Which is crazy to me,
which is the in-bar question.
Yeah.
It's like she doesn't have in-bars or sculptors.
No. I feel like Endo would look so pretty on Suni. Beautiful amplitude. No coach. No spotting.
I wonder if they hacked that routine for the previous code and didn't think about the fact that they needed to her to have the skills to adapt to the next code too. Did he think she was only going to be a gymnast for a quad?
Well, it's also the wife doing it. She's the one who's does the composition for routines now. I don't think it's Greba himself.
Okay, so
I think it's the wife. And that's honestly, if you don't really read the code closely, you don't realize that connection's been devalued. So what I think is that they just went off both codes, and then just she didn't have the skills, so they just tried to do what they could with these set of skills. That might be the issue. I mean, she was heading to his brother's team right after. Oh yeah, she was, yeah. Well, question: can they change code in the middle of a quad, like the post today about some changes? So they sent out a bulletin, but it's really
it's about next. It's interpretation.
Yeah. And that they do that a lot on the bulletins. Interpretation of like just clarification on how skills can be done or something. Because if there's like a lot of questions or skills have been like being devalued or whatever, they'll release a bulletin.
And sometimes one of the things the bulletin talks about is restarting a routine to do an ejava from the high bar, which was not something anybody thought anyone would do until Ellie Black did it.
Did it? Yeah. Things like that, like the makeup one was a big one.
And they didn't like I think Squishy on Reddit explained it best. They're fine with you standing on the low bar to restart your routine. They're not fine with you standing on the high bar for any reason.
No, that's why the Corbett flip is out. It's dangerous. And it's for safety reasons. I get it. But Ellie Black gives no fucks. Like, the true queen of the North.
Like you're not really doing the edge of a skill if you start from standing on the high bar.
No, you're not.
Yeah, they did change the definition of a ring position 2 days before 2017 Worlds.
Oh, remember that. That was petty.
That's the reason why everyone was so bad on being at 2017 Worlds. If you had a ring,
no one hit the position required. So people ask, why does she separate her legs? Is that deduction? No, it's not. That's a technique people can use because they're not flexible enough to get both feet on to the bar at the same time. So they do it like that. It's a technique thing.
Yeah, it's one of the other. There are a bunch of like things that people think are deductions in bars, like
they're not.
That step-on technique and also sickling your ankles.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look great, but...
I mean, it doesn't look pretty, but also, like, you're not supposed to be looking at a bars routine from an angle that you could see a sickle.
Yeah. Because effectively, it just looks like your foot's just like... I guess it's going with hyperextension of your knees or whatever. It looks, quote-unquote, normal from that angle. But if we look at it from our angle, from the camera angle, you can see that, boop, sickle.
But, like, I think that was... when I first started getting into gymnastics, understanding that like these things were meant to be seen from an angle.
Yeah.
And that the viewing public rarely saw them from it.
Yeah. Because they weren't usually televised when it first started.
Like I don't think I can think of an Olympics in the last 20 years that has used the proper bars angle.
No. Those want to give us like wacko. I mean, that's kind of a crazy one, but it's good. It's a good one. Her feet, and they don't see this when they're from that angle either. Like the angle they're looking at it from is a side angle, so it forgives a lot of things, but not the handstands, girlfriend. You better hit vertical. Yeah, Squishy says if your toes are together, you have contour of your legs. That's what they want. Yep.
Control, not contour.
Oh, control.
You have art on the brain.
I do.
But again, like she is basically wearing a boot of tape.
Yeah, that's a whole boot. And once again, if you're just joining us now, so the way it's fascinating how some people tape, or just people who know what they're doing tape. So you put it's like little balls of tape on the front, the back, and the sides of the ankle, depending on their injury prevention or whatever, and then you wrap around that to kind of create some sort of pressure against your foot to reinforce like all those muscles in there. It's insane. It's such an art. Again, if you ever have time, go into a deep dive, like down the rabbit hole. It's so much. It's so weird, so cool.
But Ellie Black's ankle is held together with hopes and dreams and maple syrup.
Yeah, and maple syrup. Yes, it's very Canadian, eh? In her house, her ankle. Yeah. Gorgeous Leo. Oh, by the way, all the Leos in the AI thing, Squishy ate down. Like, I'm gonna take credit for that because I have spent like literal hours just like generating different variations of Leos. But that's on like another like.
So can we end the Simone is bad at bars thing?
She's not bad at bars, and I want to speak up. And I'm gonna bring it back to what I've said thousands of times. I don't think Shawn Johnson was bad at bars either, but that's not here nor there. Simone's not bad at bars. She is just not as capable on bars.
She's not as good. Like, she's dominant in other events, and she's not dominant in bars.
No, because what they've done is kind of hacked the code for her strength. Simone doesn't have much of a natural swing, but she's incredibly strong. So if you notice, most of her skills are dependent on arm strength and not necessarily on technique as much. I mean, she has great technique, don't get me wrong, but some things don't have as much amplitude as they should, or like it's really weird, the mechanics of her bars.
But like, she makes too many bars finals for people to be still on this. She's bad at bars.
Yeah,
thing.
She's not. Like, she makes bars finals all the time because she has the difficulty enough to have a competitive bars to add to her program. But it's not competitive in the event final field.
Yeah, so she was a 2018 silver medalist on bars.
Silver medalist. Wouldn't that be a gag?
And behind Nina, who was the most dominant bars medalist of that era.
Yeah, not too shabby, Simone.
What is this shot?
I don't know. And she does have a lot of like foot things from this angle specifically, and you notice it more. I mean, she does this weird thing that I'm not thinking she's bow-legged, not like Rebecca Bras. My God, poor girl. Where like she's hanging on to those hands by her toes, but Simone does that a lot though. She does cross her toes a lot. And that's just a technique thing to like remind yourself to keep your feet together. And it's bad. I don't think it's a deduction. It's cross legs, wouldn't it be? Lorette Chappie.
I think crossing your toes are. I feel so bad for Lorette Chappie.
Me too. And I love her to death.
Because like, if she had been in this shape, like this year, she'd be going to Paris.
Yeah.
So Nina could make the beam final, and anyone who can make the beam final could get a beam medal. But I don't think she's going to make the bars final.
Yeah. She just doesn't have the difficulty, and she's not far enough into her recovery process to be able to.
She hasn't had enough time to train bars too. Like, and
once again, like that injury is a very, very serious injury when it comes to bar girls. Well, not just bar girls, just people doing high bar or anema bars because of. And I think I don't know for sure, but I do think it's the fact that you're not catching with your body fully turned, and all that exertion on your shoulders and the torque you're going to that is very detrimental to the muscles in it. Like, how the arm is shaped and that socket, it's a lot of grinding on it, and so I think that's part of the reason. Like, isn't it fully dislocated, right?
But it was. I think that she has enough time before LA to rebuild to the level that she was at, though.
Yeah, and that's an injury that's going to keep on happening.
But like, the victory for Nina is not a medal in Paris. It's the fact that she's in Paris.
Yeah.
But I absolutely think she could make the beam final.
Yeah.
Lorette.
I know, sad. But none of the girlies did well at, like, in the event finals, really. The French girls, I mean. Is it Melanie in this final too?
I don't remember.
Oh, she fell. Oh, that damn! My God, bro, the ads.
At some point on bars.
By the way, y'all, I fully understand the frustration with the ads because of this. I hope mine aren't this bad, but you can't skip mine. I've accident. I'm sorry. At this point. I will never what's happening. Right, I will never forgive or forget that image of Lorette Chappie on her dismount and just planking because of injury.
It was so scary, especially after 2 bad injuries on vault.
Oh yeah, of course. Like she just. I mean, it was precautionary.
Like, I love that Euros, but that Euros event final is cursed.
Yeah. And for her, like, I know it was to prevent worse injury, but like the way she did it was so crazy. She landed and just like planked, which I know it was. She might have felt something, so she just like fell. And once you hurt your
Well,
knee,
yeah, but also that's when she tore her ACL.
did she tear it then too?
Like, yeah.
Oh, it was a tear. Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. So, like, although I think she probably had partially torn it at Meta Training Games.
Okay. I thought it was just more so precautionary for her.
That follows because of an ACL tear.
Oh, that sucks. But it was just so. I mean, I guess after you've hurt your knee a few times, it's like you know how to fall, so like it makes it easier for you having to move it, and that makes sense.
But also, she won a like bronze medal.
Yeah, she went
on the routine that she.
Yeah. But this sucks.
But I just she's gonna retire.
Yeah.
I can't see her continuing. I mean, the French are gonna lose so many gymnasts.
So many. It's gonna, and you know what? It's gonna be their own doing to not have a generation there because it could have been Killian Moore and
Caroline, yeah.
Caroline, and like all those girls be there because of their own stupid bureaucracy and bullshit. Now they have nothing.
Melanie, Colleen.
Oh, Melanie said she's retiring. She's done.
Yeah. So I think they're going to lose 4 of their A-level every team gymnasts.
Yeah. Marine is going to retire.
Yeah, Melanie has announced that she's retiring.
Yeah, in interviews at the beginning of the year, she is done. So she's like, I am done. I'm tired. Retired. So, yeah, no, she's done.
Like,
Laura is done. Marine is done. I think Colleen may be done.
Yeah, I think so. I think Maureen is the next most likely to retire. And Loretta, I just don't think can keep making teams.
No, no.
And Colleen is not that much younger than Maureen.
No, she said didn't talk about it earlier. She said she's done. She's tired.
So like I think we're about to see the French stop making team finals.
Yeah, for a while. Now this young lady, the potential is.
I mean, they have a French Fed election coming up though, so maybe the idiots will get out of power.
Maybe, hopefully. Now this young lady. Okay, so she gets that skill devalued every single time because she doesn't catch when she's like half turning in the air. You're supposed to half turn in the air before you catch. And she's using the underswing to do the half twist. Oh, I know, right, Squishy? But there's so much great potential in this bar routine, but it's just the fact that she gets that skill devalued because she uses the underswing instead of like flipping half in the air, catching. She's catching and turning half. Like her arms are crossed. And that's why she gets it devalued. And deduction.
I think the French have been making team finals since like the Athens squad.
Yeah.
But I just don't see how they're not going to start missing them.
Oh my God. Dora's hair is so long. Did you see her?
I did not see her.
Oh, look. It's so long. And she does have she kind of compacts her hair a lot more. Okay, she is right here. She hugs her. She hugs Naomi. Right.
Oh, that is a lot of hair.
Yeah, that's Dora. Damn, that's shit on the hair. Okay, Thor's not her. I get it now. I get the Thor's. I see where the Thor is.
But also, like, Olympic teams collapsing after home Olympics is a thing.
Yeah, China. I'm ready. The U.S. is going to be bad, I'm telling you.
I don't know what to make of it because the U.S. is already relying on gymnasts who are older now.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. I want to go back and right here. She's not okay. Her body at this point, well, actually before that, her body
not
should,
even started to turn.
Yeah, no, her body should be upside down. Like she should be facing away from this high bar. She's looking directly at it. Her arms are crossed. This Donatella harks on this so much. This is a deduction. It will be devalued.
It's not a deduction. It's a like. This is not that skill.
Yeah, it's devalued. But then you get deduction for like body shape and all that. Like this is not how you do this skill. And this, okay, so this the Nina thing. This, oh shit, hold on. Okay, you see all this force. Look at how you're bending the bar. You're bending the bar. You're going down. Your centrifugal force is going down. You're pulling like all this grinding for your shoulder. You to be turning like this is not healthy for you. All this grinding your body's doing against with all the force. No, baby girl, you're gonna rip an arm out, like Deandra and those popular girls in school.
Read Squishy's last thing in the chat.
Squishy said, the U.S. could investigate some passport options. I hear there's some young ladies competing for the Philippines. Ah! Oh, some Americans and Filipino hats and American hats. I love that. Just stacking hats. Okay, so yeah, that I'm harking on it, but just like this is not good. This is not good, and it's unhealthy. So there's that. And then again,
so I mean, I don't doubt that Americans will have a great team in LA. I'm just pointing out that you can't just assume all of these gymnasts are going to go on forever.
Yeah, no, gymnastics is a cruel
even if
mistress.
They want to.
Gymnastics is a cruel mistress. And it's so unforgiving, and just as much as you love it, someday you really hate it.
Junior U.S. champion this year is a Woga gymnast with in-bars.
This has all happened before. It'll all happen again.
It will all happen again.
It will all happen again. And it's just, but that's I mean, that's gymnastics.
I love the gymnastics fandom has become full of Battlestar Galactica references for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, this has all happened before, and this will all happen again as a Battlestar Galactica reference.
Oh, look at that. No, I didn't know where it was from. Look at that.
So, the
Wait, hold
Battlestar
on.
Galactica
hold on. I'm remembering. It's kind of just thinking about. I think you've told me this in the stream before, but go ahead. Tell me again.
Yeah. So, Battlestar Galactica, in a nutshell, is a story about some humans who have a spacefaring society. They invent a bunch of robots to help them be their servants, and then the robots turn on them and kill them. And so the show is about the survivors of this genocide of humans by robots.
Cute.
And in their religion and past, that exact scenario has happened before. There were Cylons in the past who had killed them, and then they invented the Cylons again.
That's funny.
So their religion says this will all happen. This has all happened before, and this will all happen again. And part of it is the lore of the show is that it happened on Earth before.
Yeah. Well, it's because if you test certain grounds, Catherine, anyway, there's material in there that indicate that there has been nuclear fallout. It's a thing, Catherine. And I don't know. There's a lot of theories, and I mean, if you want to take even more theories,
so,
I don't know.
Please do not learn your history. Talk says
she's roboting.
Please.
She's roboting, so I didn't hear that. Go be free, be merry, do as you will.
I'm not roboting. There is no such thing as Tartaria. If anyone starts talking to you about mud floods and buried buildings, that is a Russian plot, a literal Russian plot.
Propaganda.
To get people to believe that.
The propagandists just...
Yeah.
It's wild. What's another one that I read recently?
I'm gonna make you... I'm gonna make you watch the Swedish trans woman explain how that conspiracy theory came about, because she is both hilarious and you would love her.
Oh, I'm here for that. I'm here for that kind of thing. I'm here for it. Anything that allows me to branch out from gymnastics and show my weight in other ways, I'm here for. Not self-serving. Oh my god.
Then I will send you a video of a very funny. She's kind of funny. She's a Swedish trans woman who's a YouTuber who then decided to become a politician.
Okay, I'm here for that.
And so she got elected. And she's like in city government, and she's leaving city government now mostly because her party does not have enough power to like give her a full-time job that way.
Period.
But like the leftist YouTuber who doesn't do anything, and you're like, here's one. She's actually in government. And there was she has a really funny video where she explains Swedish politics and all the different parties, and she's like, and now we get to the history of my party, and my party has a really bad history that my party would like me not to talk about. And then she talks about it.
Anybody who thinks there was an ancient civilization that was so much more advanced and better than us is making a very conservative and reactionary argument, and you should be suspicious of it. Elaborate. Yeah.
Think about like when conservatives talk about how things were good in the old days and how we are now in a like age of decline.
Right.
Like these conspiracies are all that dressed up as something else.
That makes sense. Right.
Like they look at today's society and say this is wrong.
Yeah.
And are looking for something else. So I'm not like thrilled with this Nemo Leo.
Oh, I like it.
Like it's not ugly. But like,
I liked it. It's cute. It was very cute.
It feels sort of not as elegant as her others, though.
Yeah, the random green line up to her shoulder is kind of a choice.
By the way, is it your? Are you dinging or am I dinging?
I don't even know. It's probably me. I haven't checked my phone. Oh, I haven't checked my phone at all. I've just been like here.
Okay.
I've been present.
I was just. It's coming from my phone, so I'm like, is that my phone dinging or is that your phone dinging over you?
It's probably mine. I haven't checked my phone. I've just been present because I feel like sometimes I'm not present.
Always love Chinese bar workers standing next to
anybody.
Shy.
Maybe not Simone, but also there's buried stone storefronts in Chicago because Chicago was built in a swamp and they had to raise it because everything was Although the whole Chicago World Fair thing, oh my god.
And Squishy, I had to explain to Adex why the Chicago World's Fair was not a conspiracy.
Although, I mean, they had a point for a minute. They had me in the first half. I was like, okay, I can see that. Okay, that's interesting.
Well, Squishy lives in Chicago, though. So
oh, you do? She does. Oh, my God. No, Squishy. It was wild. I was like, okay, I'm here with you. And then they started making like these wild assertions. And I'm like, you lost me, but I'm intrigued. And then Catherine was like, no, Adex. It's done. Hang it up, flat screen.
In fact, I'm going to go find that video just so that you have it in your DMs for later.
What video? Oh, the trans woman?
Because you would love me in Boulder.
I wonder if our stream exists like we did over that. It was just a random conversation we had once. I don't know. We talk about the most random things in gymnastics we're critiquing. My God, let's stop. Okay, back to the gymnastics. My apologies, y'all. Okay, so Thora and her long ass hair. She is Thor's daughter.
So I loved this final because any one of the top people could have won, and like Pommel Horse and like this final are going to be such great finals.
Yeah. She says, I've heard the conspiracies. Yeah, it's all nonsense. The fair was built to be torn down, but then the city just didn't fund the tear down. It's crazy. And then like all that. What fascinates me is like, sorry, I just burped. Excuse me. What fascinates me is all like the photoshopping that was clearly done. Like, because photoshopping back then was different, y'all. Like, either you painted it on backgrounds or you painted over things, and there's clear paint marks over certain things. And it's like, that's fascinating. I'm like, what? Is it just like covering up like
photoshopping used to be done like by hand.
Yeah, it was crazy. Some of the photoshopping is fascinating to me because like, yeah, that's how you would go about doing that to a picture. It's crazy, like overexposing and then like overlaying. It's really fascinating because it's like it was literally like you had to just do it through chemicals and like through expose. It was crazy, And like having like, been around like in a dark room and all that, the way that they are able to develop the film is just is fascinating to me. Okay, they said the basement floors that used to be ground level. Yes. Oh, are you saying that there's a whole underground city in Chicago? Okay. Wow, that's insane. Which I knew when I was there. Well, oh yeah, I've been to Chicago. We stayed on the Magnificent Mile, or whatever. Yeah, I've been to Chicago.
Yeah, there's a whole level underground in Seattle too, because of like that. Undergrounds and earthquakes and yeah.
Well, there's one in Vegas too, but that one's like more built out.
Like
that one's crazy.
It's not uncommon to raise a street level because you'll build a city in a swampy area and like sometimes the flooding just gets too much and you're like, we have to fix this.
And Louisiana has
and you
not
do it by
done that. I'm scared for Louisiana. And like in like 10 years, y'all, all that's gonna be underwater. All of that. Like most of Florida. Maybe not 10 years, but like 20 years. Also, I was in...
The only place you should never believe that there might be an underground city
is where?
Yeah.
Where?
Is Berlin, because Berlin is built on a swamp.
Yeah.
And so, like, there can't be anything underground. But one of my favorite things about a thing hidden in plain sight in Berlin is there's this, like, park that has a giant hill on it that, like, people, like, mountain bike on, and it's all, you know, you're visiting the park. And what it is the Soviets just buried a giant fortress bunker thing that the Nazis had built.
Oh, that's fascinating. Can you
get
into
it? And so it looks like a mountain. You can get into it.
Oh, that's crazy.
But like, it's not safe to get into. But like, so like, there are all these people who are like on this mountain who don't realize they're on top of a like massive World War II fortification.
You know what also fascinates me about like all these conspiracy theories is like the videos showcasing like all these mountains. Now there is, I don't know. Some mountains do look like tree trunks.
Stalin often loses her leg form in handstands like that.
Yeah, TOEFLs.
Yeah. Can you explain what's happening there?
Yeah, so her shoulders don't get over the bar enough. Here, let's go back. So, okay. It's not this one.
Because it feels like the TOEFLs are where she's always, like, if she's going to fall.
Yeah, it's going to be on that. It's just, one, she's going too fast in her mind. Here, okay, let's go back up. Nice, one low in. Okay, right. Okay, toe. Okay, right here. Her shoulders, like, for this, one, she's breaking at the hips, kind of. So, her shoulders are supposed to be over the bar. At this point, they already are. But let me see if I can go back a little bit more. Okay, let me see. Let's lower it down to 25%. And then let's go, okay. So here, all right. So here, okay. She's turning no. This is never going to work. She's turning too soon. Her shoulders are not over the bar. She's turning too soon. She's going to lose balance already. This is bad. Knowing that her body's bending this way, you're supposed to wait for it to rise here and probably start turning about.
So she's rushing the skill.
Yeah, she's rushing it completely. So you probably want to turn here if you want to stay on the bar, but even then it's too soon. What they would like is for you to speed in handstand and turn. Now that is damn near impossible, so that's what gymnasts start turning here. But this is too far. Let's clear it. This is too far from your shoulders being over the bar for you to be able to do it successfully. And I think Laurent knows at this point because she's almost like slipping here. Like she doesn't know where to put her hand, and then she put her hand and she's like,
the fact that she doesn't fall is kind of amazing.
I mean, yeah, that's core strength. That's core strength and repetition. But yeah, that's the issue there.
Yeah, so she loses leg form there.
Yeah.
And manages to get it back, which is kind of amazing to me.
Yeah, she just squeezes. That's what you do. You squeeze your core, squeeze your butt with your butt.
Well, you know. Yeah. You know Chuso's advice: squeeze your butt no matter what.
Squeeze your butt no matter what, y'all. No, straight up. And even with like body tension on beam, I think that's one thing I think people don't understand that the girls are doing. Your body is fully tensed when you're doing that. Why? Because it allows you to push the center of gravity onto the beam and stay on the beam. That's how you achieve balance on beam. You're just not like, oh, I have good balance. No, it's a whole mechanic thing. Like they have body tension, all that extension is like extended. Like you are extending for, ideally, like your fingers, you could feel it in like, the end of your fingers.
The Chinese are pulling out their flags because they saw that Simone does a pirouette to split,
Yeah.
and
They know they're winning. But like that one's okay. She's not rushing there because she's always very patient at the beginning of the routine. But then she just gets too ahead of herself. And I think it's because like you get tired, you get really tired. Like all that lactic acid buildup in your arms, it's a lot, y'all. Like people who do pommel horse,
there's no rest period in bars.
no, not at all. You're in its arm strength, which is kind of weird for the rest of the events. You're using most leg, I mean, ball, but like using mostly leg strength. It's what makes you are an all around gymnast because you can do things with your arms, with your legs, with your body. It's a whole encompassing thing, even though some would argue otherwise. But yeah.
I kind of wonder what was going through Laurent's head when, like, she was losing.
Oh. When she lost leg form, he's like, oh shit. Oh merde. Oh merde. Yeah, probably that.
So. Well, I think that she was the last one, so we should go to the beam final.
Yes.
The beam final has a fall from Pauline Schaefer that makes me hurt.
Ah, really?
She falls onto the beam.
Yeah, beam is unforgiving. And once again, if you turn your phone, whatever the fuck, and then you do this and you move your table.
So China has won every uneven bars gold this cycle.
Trinium. Yeah. Which is why I'm kind of like, are they gonna do it again at the Olympics? And I think Nemours gonna take it. It's gonna be on a broken connection. I'm gonna tell you.
It's gonna be so hard to tell.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited for that. Honestly, I'm excited for these Olympics more than I was for Tokyo.
Well, Tokyo was weird, and we all knew that it was gonna be weird.
Yeah.
But like, I hate to say this, I was so bored with U.S. domination, that quad, that I did not even watch. Like, I didn't even plan to watch the team final. I was awake for it.
What happened for you when you heard what was happening? How'd you like react?
So I think I heard it halfway through, and I thought, I don't want to watch that halfway through.
Right.
And it was just unbelievable. And then like, I think I got an update that something was going wrong in it, and then I got the Russians have won.
I bet that was a wild stream of thought.
It was a very wild stream of thought, but like I said, I found 2019 Worlds boring, and I know that that's a like sinful thing to say to people.
I mean, it was boring
because I like the sport as a sporting event, not as a like show for one person.
There's other people here, bitch. Very Morgan Hurd, Catherine. Very Morgan Hurd of you. No, but I mean, I get it. I get it. I feel two ways about it. I love Simone, and I'm a personal bias, but because all the things. But I love that I live and I feel very privileged that I live in an era in which I was able to witness Simone Biles' domination firsthand. Maybe not in the place, but live or whatever. But I also do kind of feel for any athlete who Simone is better than in a final that you could have found yourself on the podium, and now you're just like, well, I'm only getting second, which isn't bad, but also like it has to be some sort of way. And to see Reeby take it,
I look at
it's amazing. That's what it was.
I look at how exciting rhythmic gymnastics is right now.
Yeah. It's the same thing. Like the arenas are gone. The bureaucratic, like, what is the word? Chicanery. The chicanery. The chicanery
is still there. But like, the idea of I miss gymnastics when you didn't know who was going to win, and when I've articulated that before, people are like, look at Tokyo. I'm like, I don't want Tokyo to happen again.
No, I don't want that. I want people to show up and show out. Like, show up and show out. Do your best gymnastics. No one get hurt. Be good. Have fun. And just do their damn thing. I hate falls because it breaks my heart. I hate injuries because it breaks my own knee.
I don't blame Simone for this, by the way. I'm not saying like Simone is a bad person or
for a while
that
there,
she should.
It was the code. It was the code that allowed Simone to be so dominant.
But like, I don't want Simone not to be great.
No.
It just does not make the competition interesting to me. Like, if I want to watch Simone do great things, I can watch a clip on YouTube.
Yeah.
Not a meet.
And not saying she hasn't evolved. She has evolved as a gymnast. It's the fact that the unpredictability of sport is what makes it so much fun. Now, people have gamed that in the past, like some would say Super Bowls, and to reflect the outcome that they want for their own purposes. But the thing about gymnastics that always fascinated me was that, one, as you know, I get stoned a lot. So when I'm stoned, I can see like the fakeness in things, right? With gymnastics, I know these women are flipping through the air. I know it's a game of tense. I know that this is real. And so to then have someone who is so fucking dominant come in, and it's no fault of her own, and kind of ruin the unpredictability for the sport.
What do you mean by Squishy? What do you mean by you wonder if it's NBC scaling back their coverage of US meets? Oh, like the fact that you're like, why should I watch a US meet because Simone is just going to win it? I mean, they love Simone though. I don't know.
Or I think it might.
I do not like this. I do not like this unitard. I know it's like incredibly well constructed, but also,
it looks like she's like Alice in Wonderland and Wonderland.
And also, she's gonna fall onto the beam, and it hurts.
This is a marble cake uni. That's marble cake. Which I thought was Marlboro cake for the longest time. But that's not here nor there.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, I mean, that's a foot thing. And y'all, I don't think you guys understand. Beam hurts. Like, you have to build calluses and like used to how much it stings to tumble on beam. It's not fun. Like you're literally just like tumbling on tile essentially. Like it has a little bit of padding, and yeah, it hurt.
I mean, it's got to be a double-edged sword for TV producers because she makes great clips.
Yeah.
And like Simone is great short-form content and bad long-form content.
Yeah, because I mean, she's on the podium. She does the thing off the podium, fine reaction, blah, 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 blah. After that, Miss Money's out. Miss Money's going to give you bitch face the entire time. She's like, when are we going to finish this? What can I do? Can I use my phone? I can't be on my phone. Double look, but okay. I'm going to reapply my makeup. It's very, like, she's just...
Yeah.
She's in a bubble.
I mean, it's... Like I said, none of this is Simone's fault, though.
Yeah.
No one should make me think... I am not anti-Simone.
No, not at all. It's just the machine that has been built around Simone that she is on one side benefactor of, and on the other side, like it is the reason people feel entitled enough to say things that they do about her because it's just like the way that she's portrayed a lot.
The stuff people feel entitled to say to gymnasts in general, not just her, is just wild to me.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and I'm guilty of that as well.
But I never tag a gymnast, like, to say something. Like, why would you tag somebody?
I have said some...
So there are, like... I mean, we both tagged Owen Field to make fun of him the other day.
Well, okay, I have to say, I have to admit to one thing. I have to admit to one thing that was very ugly, and I feel very bad about. And I was very young. I was like 14, I think. No, I was older than that because it was on Twitter. So I had Twitter in 2008, so about like 17, 16. Sean Johnson had posted about going to go eat burgers at a cookout. And my ugly ass said, stop eating burgers and get back in the gym, something along those lines. It was very ugly. I feel very bad about it. It was so ugly. But she replied. She was like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and people should respect that. And I was like, okay, Queen. Yeah.
Good for her.
Good for her. Yeah, she told me to put me in my place. Yes, she did. It was very ugly. Adex, you were ugly. Adex, I know. Okay, bye.
Like, I feel... So, this is like a self-conscious thing because I came from, like, sci-fi fandoms where you did not want the powers that be to, like, be, like, the heroes. You wanted them to be, like, the to notice you existed.
Right.
So it's so weird to me to interact with athletes and people who part of me thinks should not know I exist.
Yeah.
But like, so yesterday, I mean, I've been talking about Olympic news, so I get why people in the like community are following me because I'm posting the stuff that matters. But and I'm posting a lot of stuff that Lauren used to post, but she doesn't post as often because she's, got a life.
She is busy being a Broadway star, Catherine. If y'all don't know, Lauren Hopkins is
I'm just saying, I think that's going on is that I'm doing what Lauren used to do.
She's an off-Broadway superstar. You guys, she was in Cinderella. We're friends on Facebook.
But the Roper twins followed me yesterday.
Who?
And the twins that are on the British national team, the Emily Roper and
really,
and Abby Roper, and all I could think of is I keep making jokes about how your country has no knees, and one of them is one of the people who has no knees.
Well, I mean, she's like, well,
and I'm like,
I feel seen.
So I'm like, part of me goes, I don't want to make those jokes anymore, but also they followed me after I've been making those jokes. So like,
I don't feel like I ever adjust how I what I say, and I should, but like, I feel like you've always you've treated the same way. I'm
careful about what I say about Heath.
Are you? Yeah.
Because Heath follows me, and I'm fond of him.
Yeah. Ooh.
So I think I'm less blunt about Heath than I would normally be.
I mean, that's okay. That's a bias we all carry, you know. Gabby follows me. Don't ask me how that happened. But, you know, I feel like I don't think I've ever tailored my stream of thought or like how I talk ever. Well, no, now I don't really tweet as much as I used to, actually.
I think I probably would have been harsh. Like, if I didn't know